From the legendary artificers of Soldevi comes a tree that will never wither and die. A tree that will be the source of countless holiday tales. From Mirrodin Incorporated, bring your family their own Tree of Tales. Celebrate the holidays with a tree made from only the finest elements. Tree of Tales. Our trees are guaranteed for life.
Hello everybody and happy holidays. This is a shout out, I think it was Penguin Wrangler, or it might have been Pauper Akbar. I know it started with a P, but they turned in their 10,000 Pauper points to make me wear ridiculous headgear, so I figured I'll put on the antlers and do my best. I know it's a little out of frame, but trust me, they're there. So Tuesday was great and embarrassing. Little Fight joined me on Pauper Classic Tuesdays, and when we get together, the libations usually get a little too much, and this was no different. So I ended up getting second place, and I should have easily sleptwalked my way to first place because the first round went that way, and that ended up being what the finals were. No offense to my opponent, but they were on elves, and I was on this beast. And watching the replay, I was just like, oh my gosh. It just shows you inebriation has no... It's embarrassing sometimes, but some of the plays I was making. Anyway, got good up until then. So playing 8-Rat, really enjoying this list. I've been tweaking it left, right, and center all over the place. I had bone pickers in this at one point. But anyway, we've got 20 lands with 4 vaults. This is incredibly important not to go under this deck. Against decks where you really need that Crypt Rat activation, you don't want to be skipping on lands there. So, but it was cool to see Little Fight in the tournament challenge there. So I've got 1 Solitary Blood Fountain and 4 Unearths. So for you people new to this is 8-Rat, and I call it that because the first iteration of it for these equals 8, right? Technically, it's kind of 11/infinity rat when you add in the campfires, and we have 4 total in the deck, only 2 in the main. So that's a little quick history on the list. I've been hearing on some podcasts too, people this is like a new thing, and if you're a fan of PauperRBust, the day of we were playing this. So this is just the kill card that really makes this deck go from just pretty good in some matchups to wow, it has a chance against everything, because this is just a life reset city. So anyway, so in our 1-drop spot, we've got 1 Blood Fountain, 4 Ghasts, 3 Toxin Analysis, 4 Unearths, and 2 Campfires. Keep in mind, if you've got an extra one of these in hand, you just bump into a 5/5 with this, give it, gain a life, kill a big old serpent, and you're good to go. One with the 4 disputes. Now here's where the big change happened. This kind of sneaks by, and if you play these 4, it's like you're playing 64 cards, but without any of the drawback of the math. So I'm really falling in love with this. The best we could do with Rechner's Bargain was maybe 3 or 4 life if we had Bone Splitter, and so we've got the life package here and here anyway. So I was finding these in those middle late games really get you there. All 4 Tithing Blades come in. 2 Curses main, 4 Snuff Out. This is brood scale insurance, you know, and who doesn't? Sometimes just playing a curse wins you the game, as we all know. We got 4 Snuff Out, 4 Ragers, and 4 Crypt Rats to round out the board. Anyway, so the... let me catch up on chat and get the second place if there's only one person there. Oh, I get it. Woo! All right. Yeah, Wrath of God, or Rats of God, we could call it. In our sideboard, trying out Pilfer, really liking this card for that 1 extra mana. It's kind of like you're playing Castigate without having to dip in a white. I know one... what do you call it? Expels, excludes, what's the word? Exiles. Some X word. 2 more curses, so we can round out to 4. 3 Debt to the Kami. I found this really, really important, especially against Affinity and getting rid of makeshift munitions in a pinch, and obviously good against Serpents and such. I think it's very underplayed right now. And 4 Nihil Spellbombs. You know me, I love Macabre, but in this list, this is just want to wax that board. And then also if you draw extras, you can pay the black, do the thing, or dispute it and do the thing. And then 2 more Campfires for the rounds in between. So today's gonna be sort of our little wannabe Christmas show, and because by this time next week it'll be the new year and stuff. So here's our first round opponent, as always, Grogberg. I ran into a pretty cool infect list that I like the look of. Well, we've got early life, got early creature. I'm not entirely in love with this hand, but we don't know what we're up against, so I'm not going to tempt the mana gods. I should say the streaming gods with screwing me over here. I'm always going to lead off with a Ghast here, just so if it gets killed, we get mana acceleration. And if we bump into fairies, we might top deck into a dispute. It's very fun to have a dispute engine on the stack, and they think they're countering the kill card, and it's like, no, even when the dispute's countered, that negative counter goes on, and it still takes out the little spell stutter sprite. So good times. All right, I really like seeing that. I'm just going to power out our Campfire, knowing that we're up against this 2 life machine. Do this and swing for 1. Go from there. Excuse me. There has been really bad pollution in our area. A lot of air quality like alerts, like don't go out, and it's been really foggy on top of that. And so apologies, my throat, I don't have a sore throat or anything, but just get gunk sometimes. Got to clear it up. So not to worry. I was taking like what do you call the mucus fires or something like that, and finding minimal success with that, and so it definitely wasn't that. So I played 12 rat a few times. I've gone up to all 4 of the things. I don't really think this is... Let's double check what this does. If it attacks each opponent, so it's a 1/1 life loss sort of thing. All right, and that's going to go on that next. So I don't really... Let's attack into that. So if we play the Rager... Good. So this is like a free damage. If they blocked, it's no big deal. We'd have a token, and we could trip the fire, but right now we'll still block here just so that it turns on our Tithing Blade once they want to equip it onto the Akiba. Oh, green bean sushi roll. That reminds me of a really fun story. My brother and I, way back when I was probably just 17 or 18 years old, went up to Lake Arrowhead to see my sister, and the fog was so thick, I'm not exaggerating in the slightest, we could not see the front of the car. And so we opened up, and it's a windy, mountainous, treacherous road, and we opened up our doors and looked down at the paint line and went like 1/4 mile an hour the whole way. And I think I told this story a couple of weeks ago, but this restaurateur from like Greece was there, and so grateful that he was able to follow us because he had some place he had to be, and ended up taking us to a real fancy dinner and stuff. It was pretty awesome. All right. I wish I could just kill my Ghast in response to nothing, but or I could just do a double block here. Maybe. Chicken gravy. Let's just gain the life here. I think I'm going to chill out. I'll attempt to block here. They'll probably take this out. I can unearth it. We can kill that, and then our Tithing Blade will go online. So we'll chill for now. Ooh, yeah, if I would have been really thinking ahead, I would have had Snowland. You're right there, Mind Stab Throw. I know it's kind of a weird deck. It's like, Happy Holidays. Yeah, I'm playing this death thing, but it's just got to play what you're in the mood for, right? Some years, I think, when we first started, I would always go to extra lengths to play like a gruel. Gruel? Yeah, gruel list. The red, white, not red, white, and blue. Red, green, and red list. All right, let's do this. It's probably not going to let that go. It's just fine. Not dead after all. Whoa. There it goes. When it dies, it comes back. That's pretty cool, especially if it comes back like that. That's pretty sweet. Get extra life out of it. I like it. Look at all this wickedness going on. Boy, thank goodness we've got Campfire, eh? Yowza. I'm going to get Okiba'd. All right. Crypt Rats any day now. That would be optimal. Opponent's hurting for land. I've been there before. Let's unearth our Rager just for extra blockability and see if we draw the rat. We do not. Don't really want to do that yet. Let's just gain some life. I'm not going to be able to block that regardless. I'll attack here. Let's go. Oh, I just had green bean sushi roll. I experimented with, I mean, technically it is because of Campfire and the like, but being able to repeat the whole board. But just more blood fountains. I experimented with 4 and 4 just to have, you know, exponential targets for Deadly Dispute and Eviscerator's Insight. But, yeah, in the end, a little too much fun. Really, and I had Fear of Lost Teeth and this, so it started resembling Black Sack because that was a lot of fun. I got first in a paper event doing that. All right, I feel like they're going to do the thing again here, but I got to keep them honest. Let's try this out. See if they got another one of these not dead tricks. Probably. They dispute it. That's cool. I'll probably be going on Okiba. Now, I don't mind a double Tithing Blade here, just because that Tormented Soul's going to go a long way. It's already hit me for 1 or 2, I think. Okay. Boy, this is Okiba Central. We would probably be dead by now if not for Campfire. I think we've activated that 3 or 4 times already. So that's pretty sweet. Okay, I can do that. I may attack with both. That way we can kill the Tormented Soul, draw some cards, do the thing. That's what I mean. 4 is a little much unless you know you're in a red heavy metagame, but having 2 of these mains really cool. Like, you know, you go up against some weird fog list, you're able to maybe pull out the win if they don't mill it. Well, if you think about it, I don't want to offend anybody, but the holidays based around, or Christmas based around basically Jesus Christ, and there's you can argue that he was a zombie, did rise from the dead, so you're not too far off there. Green bean sushi roll. Alrighty, let's get the damage in. We'll do Eviscerator's Insight onto this. Taking out this. Surprised we didn't have to use a blade here. Cool, cool. Sure. Until Rat shows up, I'd rather just keep drawing cards even though we're losing life here. Gotta be a little more careful with our life total. And we can Insight EOT if we have to. Let's see. That be true. Boy, this Campfire's not keeping up if this doesn't go down. 4 cards. Bad thing about your opponent being screwed and not flooded is that they probably did it for a reason. They have all kinds of really nasty cards, so they opt to not do it. All right. Or did they do it? They went away too fast. Dross Claw showing up. Boy, we really need a Crypt Rat effect here. So much so, this mana is low enough as far as activation here. I think I'm going to wax my Vault here. Just to gain some tempo. Okay. More card options. Because of that, we'll do this. Yeah. God, that's weird. You know what? In desperation here, I'm going to actually unearth my Ghast. We'll dispute it immediately here. Say this here. Making sure we keep open enough for Campfire activation. Does he have another trick? Okay, good. Similar strategies on the draw side of things. Drawing cards. Okay, there's part of our combo. I've already played a Vault. Let me make sure I do this. And we'll kill this here. I will try to flip that very quickly. Maybe even taking out our... Well, we've kind of eaten all our stuff. Maybe the Ghast in the yard or something. Just to get one of these little clock engines going online again. I have double Okiba. We can take care of one of them. A lot of shenanigans going on here. That is a pretty cool way to reset Okiba Rekna Raid, though. I hadn't thought of that, Grugberg. Nice tech. Boom. Oh, and I've been listening to this new podcast. Every few years, Pauper will get a podcast worth listening to, and I really like these guys. I got my phone up here right now. It's Common Ground MTG, and they have this little like kids drawing sort of logo on the App Store. But I recommend it. Guys have a good time, and they just had Seta Raking on there for the last show and stuff. So sometimes I walk to the ocean and back to listen to that. So recommend you check them out. Boop boop. I don't even know if they know about Propaganda, but I don't care. If they're talking about Pauper, we're sharing, right? If you follow us on the community tab, I found an old picture of one of the very first pictures I took doing the project, and so I know that I am exactly 10 years. Oh boy, right on cue, right? I feel bad. Let's attack first. Let's not. So I'll get even extra life out of this. Here's 101 why the deck works. I'm going to hold down control as I hit Toxin Analysis here. We're just going to gain abhorrent amounts of life. Normally, only one's needed here, but I just since everything's going to die, I'm just going to go all in with this and gain as much life as possible. X is 4. So, cancel. So we're going to do this, and this is to me, to him, to everything. So, boop. We'll do this. Probably be in the 30s when this is over. Yeah. And I do believe I played. That's how the board really resets. Now we've got 3 cards, a draw engine. We've got Eviscerator's Insight in the 2 of them in the board. So we can draw 6 cards optimally if we went all crazy with Deadly Dispute and both Insights. I mean, it costs 5 to do that, so we have to do one at a time there. So, all right, now we'll get our little attackers going on here. Boop, boop, boop. Maybe we'll draw into like another Rager. It's tough to play Rager. It's more of a oops, shit. Why did I do that? I thought this was Dispute. There's a punt. I'll just Dispute, do what I meant to do. It just seems like, oh my god, this guy's got so much stuff to do. It's not even. Let's get this out here. We'll do it on you. Keep these creature shenanigans from happening. All right. Well, let me punt it a little bit there, but big deal. Thanks for the podcast. Regarding always looking forward to more good content. Oh yeah, not that Maynard. Yeah, very unselfish show here. If you're into Pauper, got some event or whatever, as long as pure intent and it's Pauper related, we're your free broadcasting booth for it. All right, let's attack here. Taking up a lot of time in this game, chatting way too much. Let's do the 5 thing. I felt so bad in round 1 in the tournament against the Pauper player. I forget their name, but they were on elves. And I was like, oh boy, that's brutal. I shouldn't. Yeah. So if we were running long cards or, maybe in the teens, which you can get there with this many draw effects, you can always, I guess I could have played Campfire there. I'm just getting a little cocky with my life total now because it seems like we're out of reach. Worried more about that clock. All right. There's that. Trespasser is doing its thing. Bloop. Probably keep the 2 in there. There's enough creature density here, especially with the blink effects and them trying to clock our life down, that we'll try to do the same thing here. Yeah, this deck it's like the comeback kid of all decks. I mean, it's pretty nuts. Even when you cast Tithing Blades in the wrong order. Yeah, damn fool. All right. Let me Dispute. I'm going to keep my Blades out. We got plenty of land. I'll Dispute a Vault. Now we got Snuff Out, which is absolutely useless in this matchup. Usually isn't. We can Eviscerators here. Probably do this on their turn, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna zap this, draw 2 more cards. Our insurance policy set up. Yeah, a lot of draws with this style list, as Dreamer Stingo points out. All right. pull that one off. That was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. Thank God for Campfire. I don't think we would have pulled that off. There's sometimes, this happened to me in the first round of the challenge. I played a way different version of this. I was at 1 life. I had the combo, and I quit. But my opponent was tapped out and attacking me, and I just then saw the error of my ways. I could have put on Toxin Analysis, attacked for 1, got to 2 life, tripped everything for 1, going back down to 1 life, and then climbed all the way back up because of the life stuff. So pretty cool. But I was mad that I missed that. So I'll bring in the curses here. Maybe one of these. Well, because we're going to have to lose Snuff Out, I'll just go 4 and 4. And now this will probably feel pretty overwhelming. Now we have 4 Campfire main. And again, you don't like it, you just dispute it. Eat it up, draw some cards. You're up against a deck that's slow rolling you or whatnot, and you need a better target. But all right, there we start off. Okay, I got a nice curve here against this list. I might consider Campfire main because it probably brought in duress effects. We'll keep. I ain't complaining. This is the first round, and usually decks will really give me mana headaches early and often, as we see in the stream. Won't do it for 2 weeks straight, and then the second I hit go live, that's when the shenanigans start up. So we'll start off with this. Campfire is a good way too, with zapping life and then Ragers. This list used to run the Dusk Legion Zealot, and we're literally drawing, 8, 6, potentially 28 more cards. The same mana cost minus the flashback with Eviscerator's Insight. We're a 2 mana spot, and you're getting pretty much insane amounts of draw there. So, by the way, oh yeah, Mindstab Throw. I got to check out his show. Pretty cool, all being live. And my, you know what? Let's do this before the tricks show up, eh? We'll just do this now. Get this online. Got something to dispute later. I'm not too wild about tripping that blade early. Save 1 damage here and there. Did that frame work out for you, Mindstab? Or if it's not going to work out, it's no biggie. I love doing little graphics like that, though. Get it a little more on theme with your brand. All right. There will be no blocking. I think I'm just going to gain the life here and dispute. And then drop a, we'll kill this now. Trying to just get ahead here. Got an Unearth, that's great. Just for tempo's sake, I'm just going to throw this fountain out. Bloop. Get a little blood token target. Can inside it, because we're not missing on land. I play a little fast and loose with the tempo in this style. Jaboozy! Happy to see 8-Rat live, yeah. It sounds like a bad music revisiting show. I got steam nose, and I came prepared. So we're taking 1 a turn if we activate Campfire the whole time. A Rager is usually a good blocker, but not in the case of our opponent's setup. This is good news. This is very good news. Let's Rage Cage. It's 17 already. I've activated Campfire, I think, twice. Okay, well, we just win now. Let's play that. Our attempts will be to double block and do the thing. Tuesday evening. Yeah, I'll try to, because I'm online, and I was telling everybody in Little Fight Night, if we do play together, we are always having something of the liquid persuasion or altering persuasion, and had a bit too much of it, so I lost in the finals. All right, obviously I'll take this out. We'll take out the Outcast. He can do the thing. That's no biggie. It still saves a life there. Cap up hype. Superfan 99. Yeah, in the very first days, 9 years ago, as I know now, Propaganda started. We didn't realize people would be so offended by capping up. Everybody was like, why are you yelling? Just like, because we're excited about Pauper, damn it. Well, either of those is pretty cool to have be dead, right? I could just smack for 2 here. These all cost 1 though, and 2 in his hand. I'm not getting anywhere with that. I don't know if we should wait. First thing I want to do is activate Campfire. I don't want to take the deck too lightly. I guess we Tithing Blade here. Yeah, we'll do it on Tithing Blade. So yeah, late November, early December of this 2025, PauperRBust will be 10 years old. That's right. Been doing it that long. And in a pinch, we could blood token away our Crypt Rat and then unearth it. Yeehaw. Alrighty. Off we go. Is Penguin Wrangler even here? Maybe I should lose the holiday cheer on top of my head. Am I crazy? Dreamer Stingo, wasn't it Penguin Wrangler that turned in the 10,000 last week and was like, remember for the beginning of that show, do the thing. And I was like, all right. Yeah, missed the trigger there. That's 2 punts. I should have really done the thing with the blood token there, probably inside it, since we like our hand the way it is here. Or let's just slow roll it. I'm just going to play this up. We'll get rid of our Ghast. Bloop. Start gaining a life a turn. We know what they're up to. So that's 3 now. Punt counts at 2 already. Mom's in town, so you might hear some background shenanigans. Everybody's getting ready for the holidays. Here and about. Transforming back at us. Okay. This deck is pretty basic in strategy. I mean, it's just get resources out, keep your life up until you can just wrap the board and reap all the benefits. It's one of those things. There's not many ways around it. Even if they have some sort of prismatic strands effects, you can do it in incremental damage, you know. It can get pretty crazy. All right. I'll just bring out the rats here. We'll pay this. We're going to try to remember to insight the blood token at the end of turn here. About to pull even on life. Rats is a neat deterrent too. Once you have Unearth in your hand, I like to play them out there what I call naked, so that if they have removal, they tend to use it on it. And it feels like you get a little bit of a gotcha because you know you're just going to bring it back anyway. And it's like making them duress out a removal card. But it also has a psychological benefit right now. We know they're trying to go wide, but you see an active Rats out there, what do? You're not going to play resources into it, but at some point you have to. What do you all think about Electricity as a side word for elves against mono red for which deck? We'll let this go. Oh, for elves against other elves? Yeah, I was one of my favorite cards to play in elves is Hydroblast. As long as you got your Birchlar Wranglers active. Of course, my build has Springleaf Drums in it, so I'm pretty good with that. Oh, get rid of this blood token. We like what we're drawing here. Another Tithing Blade. That's pretty good to see. Doing the thing. Alrighty. This has so many tricks. I am not going to attack into that with a rat. So we'll do this. Alright. We don't have another critter in the yard to really activate the blade there. So we'll see what they got. They got some sort of bounce effect. We're going to be losing some life here. We can keep it up with Campfire. Hey, it just worked. I expected them to blink that pretty good. We could cycle this. I always like to keep one in hand. I mean, we're at a board state now. We don't have to really worry about it. Blood Fountain's totally dead here, so we could do something about that if we wanted to, but exile a card from a graveyard. Eviscerator's Insight is gone. Considering eating the Blood Fountain here. Consideration's over. Ding that for 1. Be kind of a jerk move. That's why I giggled evilly. Oh, you know what? I'm going to ding this for 1. Holding down control. and then I'm going to inside it. Let's see if that gets through. They do have one of those little tricks. It's not going to amount to too much, and it's the end of turn, so the tempo loss will be real. So we draw 2 more cards. And Unearth is activated. Ooh. All right. All right, here we go. Just bring out the rats just in case. We've seen some graveyard hate effects here. Keeping in mind, Eviscerator's Insight is live. All right, they are targeting. What are they targeting? Targeting Crypt Rats. Very good choice. Wish this was an instant. It is not. So I could trip this right now and do the stuff, but I think I'm just gonna 3, 4, 5. I think we're just gonna let that go, and our graveyard's gonna be pretty empty here. So I'll zap the Tithing Blade, just draw some cards. I know they weren't targeting Insight, and look what we drew. Good times. That whiffs. And here, well, maybe the Rager will die in combat to some instant flashy dude, or what's that 3/2? That's Demir mana. Looks like he flies, but he doesn't. Has flash. Let's. I guess we'll bring in another Campfire just for the demoralization factor. Bring this down and go. We're gaining Fire Blast a turn in the life department. Our Sepulchres are staring at each other, arguing. Out comes Okiba. Probably a little too late. This is where, when you know you got it, don't flaunt it. Just let them overextend the board. Keep tipping away exactly resources for that sake, and then just crack your rats. Good to go. Yeah, I don't find Electrickeries enough. If I was playing elves against elves, I would really consider Arms of Hadar. Man, it's not really a thing. You only need the one colorless. Okay, this is getting gratuitous. We'll do the thing with life because we're still in the teens. We're not out of this yet. And then we'll reassess. We'll drop this. Give one of those lives back. Draw some cards. All right, this is pretty cool. We'll do this to here. And sure, we'll just drop this. Not a bad turn. Could have opted for the Unearth on the Rager there. Shut the door a little bit harder, but whatever. Oh, versus mono red. If elves would even need it against mono red. Just Hydro Blast. Keep your team safe. Favorable blocks. Good to go. All right. I'm sorry, Grogberg. This deck, because it draws so many cards, it just tends to always have it. Very cool. Tithing Blade still goes down. Skill goes up. The Zappa-de-doo-dah happens. Do we play the rat now? Sure. Well, if I play the rat now, we can activate for 4. Maybe 6. Let's just play it. I don't attempt to activate now, so I'll gain some life here. We'll just take the hit. Do the thing. I could activate and then trip the Blood Fountain. For right now, we're just going to chill out. You ever see me play one of these out naked against like a red deck? Beware. They can't let me untap. So the 1-for-1 card here, they're going to have to smack our... All right. There it is. You don't think I'll trip it? I'll do it. One more than that. I'm going to just kill everything that moves here. We'll gain the life. Can't block anyway. I prefer Essence Warden too, but I like that main, especially. Then one Koldatha's got to hit you twice to just add up to 1. And there we go. So we'll just activate this up. They don't have any cards, so there's no tricks here. I'll just do it for 6. And then if we wanted to, we could just bring back rats with the Unearth here. Crunch. Yeehaw. Cheat. All right, off to the next one. I've got to... Creation. Let's go. Sometimes red will get the jump on this. I mean, it's true of any deck out there. It could be really dead set against the new red lists that are all 1-drops, and that's how it's designed. You know, you can have all the answers and draw them, but if you mess up on land or anything else, we've all been there. Usually get them though. Ugh, this is kind of ugly. Big flood here. I'm going to mulligan that. Oh my god, this is really ugly. This is when if I mulligan it, we get screwed, but I have to mulligan that. That's very ugly. Here we go. All right, looks like we're losing this game. All right, we'll get rid of an insight. This will pull us back out. This is a token. I can get rid of 1 land. I got to put 1 more card back. Something tells me to keep that curse. And I've got plenty of ways to draw into this. I don't want to be wasting resources too early. I'm going to do that. All right, that was a frustrating start, but hey, maybe they're on a brood scale and we'll just drop a curse and win. Grogberg, is that like, how many weeks have you been my first round opponent, I think? It's a nice little tradition. Okay, so now we can just play this willy-nilly. This is probably the worst draw we could have in Screw. We had a flood, absolutely no lands, and then blah hand. And now this is not something, looks like the Mere Terror. Oh, I would hope not, Grogberg. Wouldn't think so. So again, these toxins are pretty good against 5/5s when you've got a little 1/1 out, because then they have to use a resource to kill the thing, which gives you yet another resource. Maybe killing a Delver in a rare case, but more often making a treasure token. I mean, it's not optimal, but got the combo in hand, just neat stuff. If they play any creature, you want to, when you have double analysis, for those new to the deck, you want to play it anyway on their end step so that you can either sack the token for a dispute effect or you can draw a card. So that's what I'm going to do right here. I'll do the thing, bloop, set it on there. Now we've got something to sack, or if we draw like a dispute here, we can do it. Greatly giving away what we're up to. So if we play this, it's just probably going to get killed. Sorry for all the cracking going on. And I think we got to wait here. Now, if I know a dispute's coming up next or whatever, I'm going to feel like a fool for cracking that clue, but I still think I'm going to crack it at the end of turn here. Sneaky Snacker. Hey, maybe I could find a build where I play Sneaky Snacker in this. It does draw enough cards. 1/1 activation. Something tells me to leave that clue alone. Let's go. That something was wrong. We'll play this out. Go from there. Just want to act like we're drawing dead, even though we kind of have combo in hand. Sometimes Serpent players, they'll take that exhalation ghast of resources, just like, you're dead in like 1.5 turns, deal with it. And Crypt Rat shows up and goes, hold my beer. Not Scour. Okay. I don't like seeing Snuff Out in the graveyard because he knows we're on all black. That's one more card that's not dead in their hand. Running Snuff Out, I know it ups the ante of this list, but it's kind of a necessity if you're trying to pull off a mono black list right now. And it used to be on my sideboard, and I was always bringing it in. Even against red decks, you know, at 2/2 that hits you twice, it's like just get it over with, pull the band-aid off the wound the very first turn and go for it. I want to do this. Okay, not the worst thing. Let's yield to this. I don't think I've played this matchup very much. Do we walk into a counter spell? We do if it's like this. So I'm thinking Crypt Rat, they counter, Snuff Out, pay the 2. Let's try it out. Hopefully they don't counter and then have Spell Snare too. That would really blow. All right, change of plans. I think we just pass. That really screams like they have Spell Snare. Yeah, that sequence feels really weird. Everybody's just playing on ice. It's like, don't want to untap, don't want to have all your resources used up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could just trip it naturally. They kind of have to deal with it this turn. We're almost at single digits already, though. Cast down, probably. Yeah. Let's see if we could pull this off. If they do something in response, we can at least trade with the snacker. That Snuff Out's eating a lot of our life total, though, if this doesn't work out. Does this cost another resource? Okay. Sure, I'll just trip for 1. Done. Kill the snacker. Now we can have our way with that terror. That's pretty cool. I think I gotta take a... Oh boy, this is gonna get pricey. I'm gonna play around Spell Pierce. I'm gonna do this, pay the 2 here. Yes, doing it in this order in case they have Spell Pierce, which they're really, their playstyle is really feeling like they have it. So we're at a single shot here. If they play a creature, we'll still be able to take 1, but this is going to eat one of them. Remember our opener, we had to, I think, triple mulligan, so oh, that's really good for incredibly obvious reasons. As long as we're not at 5 or less life, we shall be fine. Another Snuff Out hits the yard, but so does an angler. So a little fair trade there. There's a stream next week? Of course there is. This is propaganda. We're as consistent as the sunset. Alrighty. Got to give you guys something to do with all that time off, right? Woo. Getting up to 6 life. Feeling good. Even a campfire would be neat here. I haven't seen any cast downs yet. Agony Warp's interesting. I haven't seen many guild pack members in the challenges lately. Played my first challenge of like over a year. I had a version of this with Bone Picker. Had some... I misplayed the first 2 rounds. I was started off 0-2, and then I was just bitter and crashed and burned and left. So I always get mad at myself where it's like, try playing a league instead of that next time, you silly. We'll do this here. I want to keep our creature options alive here. I really want to probably eat one of these vaults EOT. I want to make sure it's on their turn, though, so they're tapping out, and then I might be able to unearth for everything, but can't really unearth for 5. We're going to be at 5 if they do play a creature here. With the curse, and then taking the 2 from the fairy. All right, what is this new devilry? 3 Snuff Outs in the yard. Just keep drawing Snuff Outs. So games 2 and 3 are going to be a whole lot harder. This is when you want them to try to cast down your own Rager, and then you just draw. It was a real close call. The 3-2 body in the Bone Picker was awesome, but I just found that we're going to wax a vault here. Let's probably get countered. Yeah. That 3/2 body is pretty cool. Closed the door pretty fast, and it was nice having another target. But again, it was creature. I really wanted to focus on creatures I don't care about, so you can just kill them off with my stuff. And then drawing that card can be pretty huge, as we all know. So went back to the good old trustworthy Rager. That's good news. We've got another Snuff Out, and we can hard cast it and do the thing. Sure, we'll try this out. Gonna wait on a Serpent here. Not sure. Wait, if I unearth for that and it doesn't get countered, we can hit for 5, 6, 7. I think that's worthy of an attempt here. Let's try it on the rat. Any creatures equal life on our end. All right. They got some end of turn shenanigans. They do not. There goes that. Deep analysis. Tough decision here. I'm going to take it. Can probably play for a draw if they don't have an answer for the rat here. Can always snuff out the Modern Age if we need to. What is this new devilry? Okay. Terror showing up. Gaining precious life. Why couldn't we have just drawn the thing? Tithing Blade, it could have tripped for 1 and smacked. 7 death on the stack. Or just take out the terror. Probably walking right into a counter spell here. Where's our insights and stuff? This is when you really want them. I obviously can't attack. We're still safe at the 1. I guess it doesn't hurt to do that on their turn, and we can always trip the treasure token for 1 if something goes Nova. So we'll pay 6 mana to kill the terror on their turn, though, before they draw. Let's let this go. 3, 4, 5, 6. Cast it on here. Yes. Does it work? Probably not. About the only thing we can counter is a Force Spike here. It's probably a Spell Pierce. There it is. All right. Nope. Nope. 2, 4, 6, 7. We can tie the game up next turn. I'll probably just block here. Hope the rats live, sort of thing. Last thing you want to see here is a Unexpected Fangs. So had I known that was in their hand, I probably would have blocked there, and then I could have tripped the rat so that they don't gain the life, but it would have only taken out the Sneaky Snacker in that scenario. But where's our card draw? We haven't really drawn. They're drawing 3, and we're supposed to be drawing like 13. Thanks for the memories. That's got to be flavor text. Is it already? This is Demir. So they need a way to deal with the rat right now. Or we just go to game. We'll probably lose on time, I would imagine, if this is going to be a thing, right? We'll do that. And I guess we just go to the next game. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Trip this. Should have done it all at once for 7. Doop. Draw. All right. Depth to the Kami is coming in. And we'll keep those. We'll get rid of the curses. I really like Unearth here. I don't know where these dudes were hiding. I already got too many cards and really want to bring in these spell bombs. Or do I? I don't think I want all of them. I do want 3. I'm more going the Edict route. We didn't see a single one of these. Remember, we triple mulliganed. So let's keep that in mind. Probably cut one of these. Probably lose our campfires altogether. And maybe 1 insight. Let's give that a go, eh? This, again, it's like, what angle do we want to go, right? There's kind of a must counter, or we could get rid of their stuff. That would be cool to work in. We didn't see a Delver, so I'm going to go pretty hard in the paint here. I'm going to go Pilfer. Just want to pull that counter magic out so we can do our thing. Considering losing even Blood Fountain here, but I'm going to keep it like this. Very avant-garde. We'll see if it pays off. Probably too slow of a hand, given that we've given up 10 minutes and we don't have a win or a loss. It's just a draw. We're not the fastest deck on the planet. All right. We'll keep. Definitely seen better. Hopefully we just draw into our goodies. If I see a first turn Delver, I will snuff it out. That's why we're going to lead with a swamp and not a vault. Even if it happens second turn. Here we go. At least we got a token. Token out of the deal. Toxin a Delver and then snuff it out. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm not too big of a fan of the art either. But if we don't see a counterspell, we might be able to make them discard a serpent, right? Alright, so we've got the thing. So we'll lead with that. In case they're playing Steel Sabotage for some reason. We won't be able to get mana rocked. So next turn we'll be raging. Keep those Snuff Outs at bay. We don't have as many ways to gain life now that we've lost our campfire plans, so that little reset every turn isn't there now. There's Snuff Outs online, given that Aquifer, but not that it's going to do anything against us. Alrighty. Off we go to the races. Cool, like seeing that. Let's get some semblance of an attack going here. We go to 19, drawing a card. And that Toxin Analysis might be a must counter as well, even on a Rager, you know, against a 5/5. Sneaky Snacker already in the yard. It's mostly why you want to get rid of their graveyard. It's not even really the combo. It's like this deck resets so quickly, the graveyard count, that I find it's a little bit of losing magic to try to just zero in on the graveyard. I think the Edict effects are the way to go, and if you can catch the sneaky, that's fine, but we've got critters. Sneaky Snacker. A very real card. Another great thing about playing Unearth is, you know, Crypt Rats is a must counter. So many times that scenario will go down. Let's see here. I'd really like to, let me try to pull this off. I think I'm going to take, well, so many ways I could do this here. Now I could exile an enchantment. I don't want to do that. I want the enchantment to go. Tithing Blade, they're obviously going to choose that if it even works out. Let me try this. I think we're going to lose on time. This goes the way I think it is, but I'm going to try to do this right now for the life. Might be a bad idea. Okay, so far so good. I'll attack here. Spell Pierce really ruins our day. I'll do it at the beginning of their turn here. So I really want to get rid of this sneaky snacker right now. Hopefully on their turn it uses up the most resources here. Exiles a creature they control. There's only one opponent. Why would it make me ask? Awesome. I didn't think that was going to work. I thought one of those things was going to get countered. The blade is active. Cool. So I think I'll run into it and Toxin. They'll probably counter and then I can blade. Or do I do the opposite? We shall see. I don't mind seeing that. Let's do this. Sorry, they're doing construction constantly next door, so hopefully you guys can't hear that saw. Cool, cool. I guess we could still offer to do that. No, we'll just do this. Probably should have stayed back in a block there, but I'm going to attempt to blade here. Gremlins. That speech about her father in the chimney. That's so out of the blue. That was a total darker movie when it was first made. There was an entire side storyline that never saw the light of day. I'm going to stick with our little on their upkeep moves here. We're going to dispute our own vault so that we've got 2 mana. In a pinch, we could do it again. I guess targeting the Rager. Okay. Trying to keep them honest on their turn. We're not at much life here. I'll tell you that new one on Amazon Prime, Red One's pretty good. And then there's one that just came out on Netflix. Something about the airline industry. All the actors' names are... It's like Passenger, or it's Checked Bag, or it's something like that. But that was a pretty good flick. Kind of a Christmas terror movie. I guess so's Die Hard, though, right? Here's the zombie fish. All right. Well, there's part of the thing. I'm just going to play it out. They probably got removal. They don't. I can... Bit of a change of plans here. I think we try to go for the win here. We could block with the Rager, take 5, and then just hope they don't draw into a removal. Christmas Infect deck? No, haven't been too much on the Infect wagon. Saw a cool Simic list by one of y'all the other night that they were generous enough to send in, and so check that out. Is this I feel like Fangs is happening here. Except for my clock, I'd be okay with that actually being one of the 2 cards that they've got options up. Poison O Night. We'll try to get to it. Maybe next week. I don't have any ideas for next week's show, so maybe we'll do that. I gotta stop playing so much Magic. It's like I know what's happening before it happens. So options here. We could gain... or go even. We gain 3 life. No, we wouldn't. Never mind. My math's all wrong on that. Okay. Let's go like this. I got to be real careful here. I can't really analysis for much. Cool. So now I'll attack. We'll gain the life first. Could be relevant. Boom. Now we're at 3. Now I can do this for 2, holding down control. Say done. Before damage happens, we dispute our own dude. We're going to lose him anyway. Paying the 2. This. Efficient Rats. Zoinks. Now we go up to a healthy 9. Kind of reset the board. Did we play a land? We did. And we can't do anything. So now we can Eviscerator's Insight that clue token. It's much better than tripping it and only drawing 1. At this point, though, Pilfer's a bit dead. If they have something of relevance, they're going to play it. So we probably want to wait till we have something that we want to have work. Not sure what we're going to have them discard here. Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it? At this stage, it might be better for the Rage Cage to show up. Let me Pilfer here. Make sure our Unearth is going to go through. Oh, Ice Tunnel. Cool. All right, so they have an Ice Tunnel. Before we lose life, let's draw 2 cards since we know we're not going to get countered this turn. Oh my goodness, this is ridiculous. We'll do this on Rager. Gaining a life. And we'll do it on that Crypt Rat. I might want to crack that sooner than later rather than take 1 at this stage of the game. Let me look at our sideboard. Do believe we put 1 back of our, yeah, we're playing with 2 Toxin Analysis, and we have no, there's still 1 more to go. Okay. Snacker in the graveyard. Hate that. Hate that. Hate that. 2 life. Shoot. I'll let it go. We're going to Eviscerator's Insight real quick here. There's another rat. My goodness. Alrighty. 2, 3, 4, 5. Sacrificing this. Cool. It doesn't draw us too much time, does it? They've already played the other tunnel, so there's a thing. But I would like to get that clock damage back here. We just don't hate wasting 1 of these on this, but at this stage, I'm going to do it. Get out of here. I like how our opponent's playing. That island does absolutely nothing for the game. I guess it does when you're hardcasting Eidolon Revealed. All right. Well, I'm not going to take 4. I'd much rather trip the rats for 1 and just play that game. I don't know if we can win like that, but we'll give it a go. With the other rats in our hand, I can Tithing Blade it away. So I'll technically still be at 6 there. All right. This is a very strange play. Come on, Toxin Analysis. I like that for a lot of reasons. Firstly, we're going to go like, I almost want to get those out of the way, right? We'll go like this for 1. Done. Okay. 2, 3. We'll debt to the Kami here. Creature they control. Get out of here. You. Attacking. I think we just play the rats again. The combination of Tithing Blade and the Crypt Rats, wipe the board. Pretty powerful. I don't know where our spell bombs are. We're almost halfway through the list. Now my bladder's calling, so I'm feeling nervous. I've only got 10 minutes to maybe win 2 more times. It's another big old beast card. Here we are. Snacker showing up. Not ideal. I mean, it'd be nice to get rid of these forever, draw the spell bomb, hit for 1, then bap, do the thing. Active rat's going to be a bit irritating, but our life total sure isn't. All right, don't like seeing that at all. Let's get in while we can. Attack in here. For EOT shenanigans, I'm going to let that go. Not much we can do there. And for sheer tempo's sake, I'm going to eat our only rat. We both know we've got another one in hand. I plan on killing that one so that Unearth will go active. All right. I believe next turn we could technically done. We could technically draw again. If we top deck a land. Where is our Spellbomb? My God. Just want to turn off this snack crap. We've exiled one of them. Let's make it some more. Not good. We can do that to the, whatchamacallit though. So that's cool. We'll attack here. I got to keep an active Crypt Rats up. Opponent's got 4 cards. I guess I'll just try to hard cast it. All right. Double counter? Good for you. Oh, there you go. And we're dead. Nicely done. Gotta go to the next game. Those come attacking. 0-1. Yeah, how's that? Now I'm liking this plan. I want to get rid of the Snuff Outs. Keep our life plan. Keep these triggers going. That's a little reckless. Let's do this. Take out the curses. Bring in some life. And I do want to have this up here. I think this is how I want to rock. Let's go. We're going to lose on time. I don't know what I'm doing. I should probably just submit, go to the bathroom, come back for game 3, but whatever. Quite colorful there, Jargle. I like it. Yeah. Note to self, don't take out Toxin in this matchup. 1-1 versus 5-5, we win, even though we took out our 1-1s. Keep. You want them early and often, so there it is. Right. Double Blade, Rager to keep tempo up. As long as we hit another land in the next 2 draws, we'll be all right. Something about that last game. I feel like I could have won it if I wasn't streaming. Similar to the week before, playing in little strategy intense lists where you got to do things in just the right order. This deck can come from behind really well. Is this a snacker right out of the gates here? Yep. Haha. Don't think I'll do the thing? I will. I guess we'll wait for them to trip it, and we'll do it again. Could have just played the other Spellbomb and then not gotten the draw trigger, but I'm trying to get it. Sort of brainstorm effect. Cool. That goes on the stack. For some reason I thought Brainstorm would be in the graveyard and I could get another card out of the deal. Don't think it's going to work that way. There we go. Yeah, it does. It's like, I've done this enough here. Okay. Let's say I got a Brainstorm here. Yep. Pow. No more snacks for you. That's exactly what they were saying. I really want to land here because I can cast Rager, they counter it, and then we unearth it as like a There we go. So let's act like we're a little lamb and we'd have no other options for this turn. Oh, man. Alright, well that's a must counter. So I'll wait to play the Spellbomb for a turn here. Don't want to get spell pierced. Those snackers are such good fuel. Takes quite a few resources to get rid of them sometimes. Ba-da-bum. Actually, should I just run into that? A lot of options here, and I'm eating up my clock. Do they want to eat thing? I'm going to lead off with a Spellbomb. The old Mother May I trick. Cool. I'll attack into that. Save a blade for something else if they want to block. Already demonstrated, I will get rid of that immediately. Of course, we're getting rid of our blades, which is how we get rid of the things. That might not be the best strategy. I'm going with what works. Crunch. Alrighty. Spell Pierce kind of still sucks here. I'm going to bring out another Rager. Anybody know the name of the race that he's holding in this artwork? I do. I'm a magic geek, the Metathran. They had a thing for not being able to be blocked, so they stuck in my mind. And then they went away. They were like this white-haired species. I think they were trying to do that Drow thing, but with Smurf skin instead. Oh, that's a good target there. I'll try to Tithing Blade away that sneaky snacker. Or just Crypt Rats, Unearth, Earth it, and then do it. That might be the better round. Ooh, especially now. 2, 3. Do you got a counter? Counter for me. There it is. We could unearth it for one trip. Don't want to do that. Let me try to Tithing Blade here. Even though we don't get the draw counter off Nihil, but let's get Spell Pierced. I'm going to be bummed out. Oh, man. All right. I'll attack for 4. It's not too bad. Of course. Yeah. I try to go for the combo with Unearth with the analysis. Gain a bunch of life. Do some stuff. Yeah, I think the Metathran. They came and they went really quickly. There be a terror in our lists. In our mists, I should say. Bam, boom, ping, pow. Can we unearth the thing? This is exactly when I want to draw Pilfer. Boop. Let me see your counter spell. Counter spell. Cool. So for 2 mana, we can Wrath the board and gain lots of life. I believe doing the damage is more important here. So let's attack with both since they're both going to die. And die. Cool. Does the thing. Yo. We do the thing here. Do for 1, everything dies. We just don't have enough time to probably finish this game out, so I'll do this, not paying the black. Okay, say bye-bye to Snacker and Deep Analysis. Pretty important. Nope. Wrong kind of token. 19. The clock didn't matter so much. Pretty much started the game at like 17 minutes because we drew. So that's exactly how you want Pilfer to work. We'll do this, keeping a mana open and make them think that that's not worth countering. And it might not be. Ooh, I like that a lot. But in order to play against a Spell Pierce, I got to play honest here. Given our yard, I might even consider tripping this outside of the life gain there. No sense in waiting around. Let's draw a card. Cool. More rats for the party. No delusions here. I have got to win twice in 5 minutes. I'm just going to play this one out, and then we'll call it a loss. You can see it's got a lot of good staying power against the top decks. I mean, because everything's trying to get you with creatures. So, and even the Proliferate Storm list that we were playing last week, you know, big rats can do a thing, and then it can be tough to come back from, though. Another reason, you know, Pilfer might be an option there. I like that a lot. Let's attack here. 1 mana up. I'm going to eat that blade straight away. Or do I just drop the rat? I think I dropped the rat. Represent lethal next turn unless he board commits. That Pilfer felt great. That's exactly the scenario where I wanted it. Like, I got to make this happen. Got to counter it. Now it happens. It's good times. 3 next turn if they don't have a creature. Snacker shows up. All right. Snacker on the board. I just attack and then win, right? If they don't kill the rat. Attack for 3. Crack for the thing. All right, in for the win. Crunch, and now we go 6. Done. All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back, so I don't play even worse. Yeah, it's not a bad time. Okay, double check. Bloop. Pinky up. We'll give it a go. Maybe we'll get a little quick out draw here. Probably not. Opening up the yards. Let's see how we go. Keeping this. Keep. He'll do the turn. Woo! There we go. Guess I'll Pilfer turn 2. Oh, keep the pinky up when activating the rat, yeah. Getting all fancy with it. I don't know why I'm playing nervous. The game doesn't matter. I always hate when the clock's on though. It's like, oh shoot. Boom, 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 Pilfer. You. Worth countering, probably a Spell Pierce. That still costs a card, though. Does fill up the yard. Love debt to the kami. Alrighty. Agony Warp, Sneaky Snacker, discards that card. I don't really have many instants. I guess I do with those other dudes, right? Let's get rid of the removal. Boop. Both hurting for mana here. Campfire. Probably should have cycled Unearth there. Heal. Yeah, if I don't draw a land, we'll have to cycle Unearth. It does that too, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! 2, 3, bloop. Here comes the pain. Rager beats. Let's get our mana right. We got double Dispel to fight through. And double Fangs. They're going to just hard cast the lady? Guess not. Can debt to the kami now. That's pretty cool. Cool. I'll attack. We might get there if they don't have an answer for these 2 Ragers if they both drop. It's the time we're worried about. They're like not worth killing and not worth countering, but they kind of are now. It's a black Fire Blast a turn. Ooh, and we got Pilfer back up. This is starting to feel doable. No big creature. Okay. They do have a Dispel, so that sucks. So that will dictate our play here. The Pilfer first. Probably going to be going after the Dispels if things haven't changed much since. Oh, yeah. Let's do this. So we can pull this off. Oops, cancel. Jeez, oh, Tithing Blade. I know, they get it back. Bonk. Scour showing up. That's new. Triple or double snacker in the yard. They've got all counter magic and fangs. Really need to try and get past one of those disputes. God, I'm at single digits, baby. Woo! Cool. Why do we like that? Let's play that and just try to shut the door. Do that. Yeah! So much for giving up. We just win it. Draw, win, win. Woo! Now I'm going to take a bathroom break for real. I'm going to be right back. We're going to go to round 3 after this. Thanks for hanging out there with me, everybody. And we'll see how the deck does in just a few minutes. I got to go get settled, get a little more caffeine. Probably water at this point, right? All right, here we go.
How you doing?
Good, how you doing? You know what that is?
A beta Magic the Gathering starter deck?
Yes, it
Wow.
is.
I'm kind of in awe right now. This is something that you don't see every day, if ever. I mean, Magic the Gathering is such a popular game. It just continues and continues to grow, especially over the last few years. Now, Magic the Gathering has a bazillion cards, but of course, when this deck came out, they didn't have very many cards. It was just the first set. So this is beta, right? It would have been the second printing?
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken, this is just a pre-made deck ready to play the game.
What I know about it is when you open them, there's pretty much commons, uncommons, and rare cards, and there's 2 rare cards inside of it.
Okay.
That's really the mystique of a sealed deck like this, is you don't know what's inside, and that has a lot of value in itself.
So how did you get this deck?
I've been buying them online when they come available because there's not too many of them. When I open them up, I never get really valuable rares, and I get disappointed. I'm kind of cutting my losses here.
okay. I mean, Magic is one of those games where some of the cards are very expensive and you need them to play your deck, but you also want them for your collection. So you have players and collectors battling for the same cards. Not like in other games like Pokemon that I play, where the playable cards are usually fairly cheap and the ones that people want to collect are usually expensive ones. How much are you looking to get for this deck?
I'd like to get 40,000 for it.
I would like to have my CGC card expert come over and take a look at it. So, this is supposedly a beta Magic the Gathering deck.
You were telling me that it was something early and great from Magic. I mean, this is an important piece of Magic history right here. These beta decks are hard to come by. I mean, they're literally only in print for about a month. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that dreams are made of in Magic the Gathering. Mind if I take a look at it?
Of course.
Beta Magic the Gathering deck, sealed. I mean, just the condition looks pretty good. With sealed product like this, I always am nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, that's always the gamble with these decks, Chum, is that it's randomized. So you get 60 cards random, you get 2 rares, 13 uncommons, and then 45 commons. You know, I think the best bet here is buying it to open it, and that way you have a guarantee when you open it that if it's fake, you don't buy it.
I'll give you 25,000 for it. I'll take all the risks. If there's a Black Lotus in there, I will split it with you.
I think I'll accept that.
We ready to open this?
I'm a little nervous, but yes.
Okay, well, once we pop the plastic, there's no going back. So here we go. Okay, so we got our 2 rares right here. So there's one there and one here. The print run for rares is only 1,100 cards each. Right here, should we just go right after the rares?
Let's go right for the rares, Matt. I can't take the suspense anymore. On the same time?
All right, same time.
Same time, let's see. 2-headed giant, oh, recall! Oh my God, power 9. Oh, wow. Oh my God. Wow, that's a piece of power, Chum.
That's one of the top 3 pulls, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's like one of the Halo cards you can pull. It would be worth probably $150,000.
Hallelujah.
Congratulations.
What a card. A tough pill for you to swallow.
It stings.
But
that's $25,000 in your pocket.
And a lot more in yours, but I'm glad I got to see it.
All right,
congratulations.
All right, this is a little exciting for me. I need to go get some water.
I'll do the sleeving.
All right, you sleeve these up, I'll get us some water.
Perfect.
And we're back. Double checking the feed here. There I am. Okay. Whew. All right, got some caffeine. Alrighty. Very good hand. We'll keep this. This is the kind of hand you want against red. Early block. Get the thing out. Crypt Rat. Gain all the life. Make them cry. Bloop. Here we go. Lead off with the swamp. Felt bad for that that guy in that video. I think he explained that there were like 2 other packs that he had busted out on. Then he finally makes it, and that's when he decides to split it. The old gambler fallacy. Well, I'm gonna lose my thing here because it's itching unless Penguin Wrangler shows up. All right. That little clamp's just going a little too hard on my head here. Okay, we got this. Looks like some sort of counter magic. I'm sure our rats are gonna die, so I don't want to cycle Unearth. Just keep it around and eat a counter and then bring it back and do the thing. Ugh, can't believe we were able to stay in that last one. There's a neat psychology with those Phyrexian Ragers. Like I said, nobody wants to counter them, nobody wants to kill them, and before you know it, it's like 2, 4, 6. A little too much. All right. This is where I play the rat naked. They have probably like a Gal Blast effect or something, or I don't know, Scred with Snowland. I don't know why this one isn't though. Just puts it in our yard. Don't have to really worry about too much graveyard removal at this stage of the game. Buys a little tempo. Since we have Unearth, I wouldn't play it otherwise. Thanks for the reminder there, Mind Stab. I'm going to look like I got my mind stabbed. Those things push on your head so much. When you're bald, you see the imprint, like when you sleep on a folded blanket and you wake up and you have lines in your face. Bald heads do the same thing. All right, this is what? Some sort of a terror. I keep hearing about this. Is it terror list? But I haven't really seen it in action, so we'll wait to see what's going down. That helps. We'll drop this out. Attack him for 2. It's Better than the one before. Might be digging for like an electricity effect or something. I don't know. Naked rat. That would be nasty to see a rat without its hair on. It's a naked mole rat. It's probably what it would look like. What do we have here? Ponder. Something's got to go down this turn. Come on. All right, man. You only got 8 turns left. Attacking. We haven't drawn any of our 8 draw spells that actually count to 12 because one of them flashes back. Or we really do. Any second now they should show up. Fiery Cannonade. I guess we just take it. Yeah, right. We'll get more resources out of the deal. Got a lot of things they got to counter here. And we could crescendo with the Unearth Toxin play and gain a bunch of life depending on what goes down on this turn. Red, blue. A lot of graveyard fodder happening here. Better write down the name of the deck before I forget it. Okay. I was really expecting a big creature by now. Normally I read the text of what the opponent's doing, top, bottom, whatever, but no, when I'm on the show, we'll lead off with a campfire. Why not? Start gaining life. Chill out, act like we can't do anything. EOT stuff. All right. Still not quite sure what we're on. Is this like some serpentine curve? Okay, there's a tear. All right, that makes a bit more sense. Five cards in hand. We'll gain 2 life. We'll give 2 of it or 4 of it back. So we attempt to EOT zap that thing. Pay 4 life. Do the thing with ward. Yep. Probably gets countered. Cool. We got a Tithing Blade behind that, which if that gets countered, we still have the Toxin play. Try this now. Cool, that goes down. We'll play the card that's not worth countering. Or maybe it is. Oh, never mind. All right. Yeah, we're going to want to bring in the bombs. There's a lot of stuff counting on the graveyard count here. Cool, we'll do that. Might as well gain some life while we're at it. We are snuffing things out, so let's get a refund on our life count there. Thalazi. Okay, that'll help with the Crypt Rat once it goes Nova. Fling. Yeah, this definitely has the Serpentine Curve vibe. Another terror, 2 terrors in the yard. That's where we like them. There's that. Okay, I guess we're not going to be casting anything. I really want them to like have a big creature play here, like another 2 terrors hit the board. So we've shown them kind of the edict plan and targeted plan. Counterspells down, 2 counterspells. 2 to go. All right. Well, try to attempt to unearth here. I think I'm going to try this. Unearth the rat. It worked. Wow, okay. Well, that's a whole lot. I guess we'll just chill here. Make them overcommit or use a cannonade. Ford Theater. The Ford Theater. The Fjord Theater. That's where Lincoln went down. I'll gain some life. Might matter. I like our graveyard. Maybe I should put it back. Wah, wah, wah. Trespasser's Curse? Sure. We'll get there real slowly. That's like I can't counter that, right? This deck has like maybe 4 creatures left in it. Thank you so much. Unless there's something I don't know about that list, I really like that play. Cool. That was bordering on reckless if that's the deck I think it is. Of course, I better be careful here. I want to stay back because they have a fling plan. We already see one in the yard. They usually play 2. I can respond and gain a whole lot of life. Here we go. All right, this is going to be a bloodbath. Unless it doesn't get countered. You know, because... So if I play it now and they make me pay extra for it, all kinds of hell breaks loose. Or like, if they zap it in response, I can't kill the terror. So I'm going to wait till I untap here. And do this. Okay, so now I will attempt this on here. I only have to hit it for 1 to kill everything, but I'm going to do it for extra because we know they've got a fling plan. That's why I wanted to untap so that we had extra mana to mess around with here. Okay, that really blows. So we'll still just 2, 3, 4, 5. We can pop this for 5. Do I want to insight too? I think so. Pop it for 5. Done. That's on the stack. We'll trip these 2 and insight. I don't know. I guess the rat. It's dying anyway. Sure wish we were gaining like we'd be in the 50s if this went off. Might even be higher. Don't ask me to do math. That ain't my job. Just gain some life. Eviscerator's insight will probably target the blade. That's a lot of graveyard if he top decks like a Serpentine Curve here and has fling in hand. It might be over. Tempting to do just that. Talk about a deck that might need Campfire, right? Really worry about a 1-turn curve here. We're just dead to that. Not sure if, you know, Bomb doesn't get around Serpentine Curve, but there's a lot of synergy with the Frantic Inventory going down here. I don't know if it's going to be worth it. What do you say, chat? Another Campfire. I don't really need that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to incite the Tithing Blade because 1 damage ain't going to do too much here. I need cards. I did not need that to show up. That's pathetic. All right. Guess we bring out this. They might have some sort of haste effect on it, so keep that out. That doesn't bode well. All right. Sounds like they got something with haste. Maybe that Jumpstart card. See him playing Reckless Charge too. I don't know, with 1 red source like that, they look like they're running pretty thin. It's just the Ford Theater for this dude. All right, they got to have it. There's only 5 cards that they haven't seen. We can get to 24, but I don't think it's going to be enough. You're a Jumpstart card. You can hear the petulance in the voice now. We headed for our first L, or did they not? Or did they fail to find? They have to have it. Come on. There it is. 2828. Pretty cool. They got us. We could get to -4, but it doesn't do too much. Nice job, Popsicle. Or Pop Slice, or whatever it is. Pilfer, another one I'm going to want there. I don't think you can snuff out in response to Fling. So that's not a plan. I wasn't too impressed with this. They're going so large on that. Don't think this is going to help too much either. Let's just pull out their combo. What do y'all think about not even playing Spellbomb? It's only going to help with that, you know, what's it called? Accumulated knowledge sort of card. I think we just let it go here. These would be good. Play all 4 campfires? I think I'm going to rely on my combo to do that heavy lifting. I would like to make room for, these ghasts aren't going to do too much here. I think I'm going to go in the Kami route here. Those terrors are going to show up. Let me try that. Whew. I don't think Campfire is the way to go in this one, but could be wrong. We'll see. First L of the day comes halfway through. We say yes. Pilfer's in our hand. We'll keep. Wait to play that. It's one of those decks where Pilfer is good even in the middle of late games. We'll bring out the Ghast. Yeah, against this list, they're definitely going to run out of cards before me. So if somebody needs a Campfire, it's probably them. This stage, right? Just to keep our mana straight. Maybe we grab the Serpentine Curve now. Fling, Cannonade. Get rid of the Fling or the Cannonade? I think we get rid of the Fling. Only got the 1 extra, I think, after that. Let's try and play some good Magic here. Another Fjord. Ugh, don't like this. I know they got Cannonades. I don't want to just walk into a free spell there. I'll chill out. Unless I can at least, like, Deadly Dispute our own stuff. Where's our Dispute engine? Come on now. Okay, got our Snuff Out engine. 18 more turns, sucker. We're going to have your name on a gravestone. Flingonade. It's a new type of lemonade. Flingonade. Filling up that yard. Drawing very dead here. All our lands are showing up. So much so I'm going to play the other vault in case we need to wax one with a dispute effect. Pingolin! Hey! Oh, you caught me playing hooky. I had it on for the first 2.5 games, I think. It's just started biting into my skull. I'll grab the YouTube recap. All right. Good to have you here, my friend. And happy holidays to all of you. That's right. That top of the show song, courtesy of the Crash Test Dummies. They have a Christmas album I highly recommend. Very cool little church hymns and just sounds very ancient. They did record it in a church, so it's pretty cool. To the Kami, I like seeing that. Man, we are slow rolling. Attack in here. Yowza. Not representing any sort of threat. Need our Ragers to show up here. Well, I'm going to kiss that goodbye. In the case that they're going to shuffle away something here. But against this slow start, I would have thought you would just hold on to that and hard cast it. I don't think we're doing much with our turn here. Oh, that's what somebody was saying the other day. Hanukkah and Christmas are on the same. I'm pretty ignorant of Hanukkah's start date. Does it jump around like Thanksgiving does? I guess it must. Otherwise, it would always be on Christmas Day, right? Very cool, Pangolin Wrangler. Awesome news. All right. So, shall we just try to... Let me just do this now with this. Exiles a creature they control. You. As slow as this start is, I think I might want to just hard cast Snuff Out. Might not even be a worthy target. Jeez. Well, we haven't missed a land drop. That's the good news. I deduced that. It's a number 1. I like that name. Very cool. All right. We know they got Cannonade. Fjords are out. I have not been a diligent real estate agent with the fjords. I do like this land. It's like the dark side of the Uber City. That's great news, Pangolin Wrangler. Very cool. All right, there's a Tithing Blade. Guess we'll play another land. Woo! Alrighty. There it is. It's a pretty good list for them. I don't care about the 1/1s here. I guess we'll see if we can buy a counter spell here. We'll do it. EOT, cast it. Choose this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Is it dead, Jim? Cool, that's what I wanted to happen. So now we can do the thing. Zapatolio. Come on. Toxin Analysis. Ah! We could still get there. Can we? Nah, not really, huh? Either do 5 now or chill out. Drop this. Man, that would have been cool to be able to pull that off. I guess it could have, wait, that would have been 1, 2, that would have left us 1. I still would have had to cast the rat. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we do the thing. Done. We get this token. I get to stare at this for 10 more turns. Now we've got a treasure token we can eat with Dispute. One more fling we're afraid of. Uh-oh, there's that dude. Well, I guess I could cast Fiery Cannonade in response. do this first. Cool. I like this because if they got an instant, we can do something about. They'll eat one creature and then another. Might have to force cast the. All right, there's that. Oh, that kind of blows, right? Dang it. Change of plans. We'll do this. All right. Cannonades in the hand. Unless they brainstormed it away with that Maestro's Theater. Doubt it. Giving them a few too many turns here. That sure isn't going to help. All right. Opponent's at 10. With all the land we've drawn Unearth, we might just win it. Well, that helps a lot. 1, 2, 3. Making tokens. Yay! Might as well attack. I guess we wait. Get him to 2. And maybe win with Tithing Blade. Just for its flip cost, wait 2 turns, right? I'm going to do a double activation on the rats when I do trigger it. Okay. Opponent's got a whole lot of cards. Okay. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Trip it, holding down control. I'll trip it again for 3. Should have done that in opposite order. I always mess that up. Done. Congrats, Penguin. Smoking's no small vice. I was always surprised I didn't become a smoker. My sister smoked a lot. I always had a good time with her, and I was always, uh-oh. Yeah, that's 5 to the face. And now I'm dead. Nice play. Crunch. Very cool way to win. I was afraid of something like that. Good job. Poop slice. All right, let's jump on in for the next. Bloop. 2 to go. What do you know? Noomba, the capybara. It's the worst part about being unemployed. While you get in these zones with me, it's, you know, alcohol and vodka. Used to be just once a week thing, and now when you're unemployed, and then, you know, Pauper Classic Tuesdays shows up and stuff, it's like I could definitely got to go drive for a few weeks at a time to just kind of self-check myself. Not the most sexy hand, might be a good word for it. Tron. I invited this guy. Capybara. If there were more capybaras, that would be a good potential commercial there. Pilfer's feeling pretty good here. I know it feels between last game and this start that we're a little flooded a little too often, but oftentimes you do get hands like this, but one of them's a vault and you can Deadly Dispute and catapult your way. Oh god, they just have Tron immediately. It's always the way. I think there's some sort of math algorithm with my name, and when I'm the person's opponent against Tron, it's just like, oh, here's that early map and the 2 lands that you need. You got it. I'm going to Tithing Blade right now, just so I have a target to dispute. That's awkward play. We've got another one in hand. I mean, we're just drawing so dead right here, and we're going to be very behind in the mana ratio department. So I think it's a lot better than staring at nothing and passing. Those are the Tron lands I use. Very few times I play it. Just wish there was a way to what am I trying to say? Lost my train of thought. Pull the Biden. God, let's hope not. All right, we'll take this out. I believe this might be the player that sent me a Tron list that was more of a green, just big creatures, and it had the that rolling ball of stone, and then the wretched, I forget what it's called, the flyer, the blue, and then the Colossus and things like that. It was a really fun little list. Maelstrom Colossus. Yeah, this might be the same player. Tell you between Twitch names, usernames, all these other things. Yeah, Wretched Griff, that's the one. It's probably them, I would imagine. It seems to be the exact same list. I was telling them they should include the Boulder Branch Golem in there so they had some life gain. And if it is them, looks like they took my advice. All right. Boy, we really want to draw the Toxin right now. Come on, Toxin. That's a 2-turn clock. Look at that. Beautiful. Yeah, it looked cool. Like I aggro Tron. That's why I told them, they go, you're going to play it? I go, I just might. Because it looks like something I could get into. Let me dispute here. Take out a blade. These aren't going to do much of anything. Cool. Gosh, I think I'm just going to... Have I played a land? Did I play a land? I'm going to Insight the other blade. Alrighty. I'm just going to take that out while I can. 4 is much better than 7. Really trying to make them kind of overextend with this hideous mana amount that they have, so we can just Crypt Rats for 1 and gain a lot of life. Crazy mana. 9. It's all cast target creature, then do anything you want. Colossus showing up. Staunch Throne Guard. Woo! That's a first. Vigilance. When it enters, you become the monarch. Pretty sweet. This deck's got some teeth. Boy, maybe I bring in Trespasser's Curse against Tron. Who would have thought? If this is their deck, I mean, it looks exactly the same so far. Minus, I mean, we went back and forth for about a week on notes and stuff, but looking pretty sweet. Agrotron. Or maybe the person saw it online, but they did claim it was theirs, so. Kind of have to draw it here. We did go crazy with, we drew 5 cards last turn. We did not get it. I can just block a 7/7 and we do live, so it's not completely over. Bring out the Rager. At least that'll prevent 7. There's a Ghast. That'll help too. This doesn't have flying, even though it looks like it does. All right, we've done that, right? All right, so we'll do this. I think I'm going to play Curse. He's just doing so much stuff, it might actually be relevant. Try to draw a card. We've got Crypt Rat. We just need that other Toxin. For the longest time, I had 1 extra Toxin to, the 4th Toxin in the sideboard, but I just was never grabbing it. This deck draws so many cards. it does feel like you have all 4 all the time, so. The Wretched Griff, the Maelstrom Colossus. Classic examples of why you should have evasion. Game's over. No, it's not. Boop, boop, boop. Draw resources. I really thought that Evisceration and the Deadly Dispute back to back was going to find Toxin, but oh well. Forest showing up. Pretty. Little color burst in the bottom right. That's a nice touch. What is this new devilry? Really hope they keep overextending and we just walk into our plan. There's an int. Okay. Oh man. If we're ever going to lose on time, we'll probably do this list. Look at all these cards they can draw. It's crazy. Well, all right. I'll get rid of this then. We'll do the thing. We'll get a treasure token. Sweetly. Coffee nose. Steam is getting me now. List, come on, man. What is your problem? 5, 7, 10 exactly. Jeez, I guess we have to play Campfire here. I'll lead off with this. Play Campfire. You can gain 2. We have to. And then we can Insight the Rager when it blocks. It's pretty much our only out, and hope they don't have some sort of trick. If I can't block that, we're dead. I think they had that Indiana Jones ball. I think it does like 6 damage to anything or something. Do the thing. I'll try. But if they do the thing, we're really dead. Destroy target non-land permanent. There's a good example. Sacrifice it. Destroy target non-land permanent. Activate only as a sorcery. No, they're going to kill us now. Pretty good way to clear the road. I mean, we can Insight. If I found Snuff Out, that would be 4, 7, and another 7, 14. They got us. Let's see what we draw anyway. Insight the Rager. Did we finally find Analysis? We did not. Wow. What a cool game to lose. Or that big. Had any of our stuff shown up, we had that one. I'm kind of glad they didn't see what we were up to. I think these are going to be really good. Campfire, I like where those are at. I'm going to lose 2 curses. Try to fit in 3 of these. These are good for blockers. Don't want to lose those altogether. I like these. I guess maybe we can just go to... I'm going to lose 1 on Earth in this scenario. It's more of a resource with the blood tokens and the early Eviscerator Deadly Dispute effects. And then after we trip our combo, kind of resetting the board might be a little more relevant in this style. Unearths are really good against like counter spells. Play a Naked Rat and then they do the thing and boom. So many threats. I don't think Pilfer is going to be needed here. We just got to hope that they don't have Tron on turn 3 this time. That was pretty nuts. Does happen about 1 in every like 4 or 5 games when you play that. Maybe I'll play that next week. Just not feeling an infect list that I like right now, other than Poison Storm. Alrighty. Well, we got part of our combo. Got early dude, and we've got that. I'm going to keep this. No, it feels bad with all these lined up like that, but we'll see where we go. Plus, I'm getting hungry. I don't care if I lose now. Some good football on. I wonder what's happening with the Kansas City Chiefs right now. Does anybody got a live feed on that? Let me know the score. That team just keeps barely winning. I think every one of their games is like within 3 points or something. And they're like 13-1, I believe. And Niners got no chance. I think there actually is a chance. It's like 0.004 or something. An undead feed on it. Nice. Get a little zombie going on there. That was a fast kill for a Tron list. That was cool. That's Tron after my own heart. If I was going to build it, it'd be all probably aggro based. The beautiful forest. Far cry from Urzaland. That's a good thing to draw. Double edicts against a deck that I don't think they have any sort of little anti-edict food. This is the scenario, not our particular hand here, but if we were able to kill that with a dispute token and then start representing 3 in the sky with Bone Picker, that's why it was a pretty nice aggro option if the person's just playing the weight magic instead of pinging for 1 or 2. It's like it was a lot more dire when it was 3 in the air. But in the end, decided against it just because it did kind of formulate that you wanted to care a little bit more about Reknar's Bargain with that 4 mana spot. So just it's intoxicating to think of the potential upsides of playing 4 insights, because like I said, that's like putting 8 cards in your list and it only costs 4 spots. So especially one that draws cards like that. Speaking of drawing cards, where are our spells here? Messed around with Village Rites, especially when I had Fear of the Losing Teeth card. Okay, they're online. Crop rotation plan, winning combination. Iso's in the house. I already told the story of feeling so embarrassed about losing in a drunken stupor in the final round of the Pauper Classic Tuesday. Not how you want to go out. I could have won that game in my sleep normally. All right, let's deter, even though we don't have the thing. Let's see what tech they got. It's like, go on, bring your big stuff out. Oh, kill it. All right. Yeah, thanks to Iso's the reason I caught your stream. That was a good time. 23. Big man on campus. I guess we'll Tithing Blade. Seems like be a little bit more on par of where we want to be speed-wise. There's nothing else to target. Let's go. I'm going to start gaining some life here. Oh, Rat's just doing a very bad version of what's that card called? Fanatic Goblin. The one that raged at everything his life. But mostly he just raged. 2 a turn. 3, 4, 5. 6 mana next. 7 with the Ghast. We can kill just about anything but that. Crop rotation enters the zone. Ha ha. You don't have to cast it. And this is a 7/7. Oh, we can kill that. 6 mana and then the Shambling Ghast. We can trip it if we needed to. Would put us at a 2 for 1. But just good to know. That's it. Raging Goblin. I had it all wrong. I love the purity of this Tron list. It's like a habit with this show. We'll lose to a deck and then we play it the next week. Pretty good times. 1, 2, 3. Let's just get rid of stuff. Creature, please. The only opponent that's there. Let's get some creatures. They're hellbent right now, so I just want to push on the gas here. Maybe they just draw lands here. Okay, finally something shows up that's a little organic here. Feeling very naked. All tapped out. Board's very vulnerable. Don't think we're going to get there with 1 life, so I'll probably inside away that Tithing Blade. Yeah, I'm not a fan of censorship either. But I do try to keep it a family show, so if somebody ever shows up and they're like all belligerent and stuff, good thing to keep at bay. Feels good. I'm just going to roll it back, folks. I think we saw the ultimate scenario draw the game one. That one was a little more down to earth. It's not like we drew out of our minds. I was just acting like a black woodpecker. Just 1 damage, 1 damage, 1 damage until the cavalry showed up. It can be a little sideboard heavy in this style of list when you have these big reset cards, but just going after the consistency, all that draw does get you there usually. You have to draw the draw, though, which is what we didn't see that turn. All right, I like this. 1, 2, 3, and an artifact land. Makes happy family. Keep. There's the map. Game 3 already. All right. Always going to favor a Ghast. Anything happens to it, haste shenanigans, etc. You got a blocker, and you accelerate your mana base, at least for half a turn. That is a pretty good quote, minus after all. All right, he's got Tron yet again. It's frustrating. Snuff Out showing up. Let's go. Really want that blocker, but I really want the card too. I'm just going to main phase this right here. Get the tokens out. Draw. More targets. Woo! All right. We look so vulnerable. All right, note to self. Better keep rats ready when they need to go. Destroy target non-permanent. Maybe we'll make them use it on a blood fountain. Ha. Here's a land for you, sucker. 1, 2, 3. Bring out Mr. Curly. Okay. Things are looking like they're going online here. I'm just going to chill out. If something happens to our dude, we can always zap it with our dispute here. Probably not the best use of resources, but... Bumbleflower's Sharepot. Cute little card. Little nothing. That's huge. I may have overestimated the portions. Got everything he needs, it looks like. Problem is, so do we, so far. Not much to get out for this deck. I think 5's probably pretty important for Tron. A lot of times that mana math is a little too high or too even. I remember playing a similar build and I was like, man, need something that activates for 5 because just the combination of the Urza lands. All right, there's everything we need except the rat. So maybe we just try to go find it. We'll attack here. Do the thing. I'll bring out a blood fountain here. And I'll bring out a campfire. Just pass the turn. See what we learn. The Colossus. Bonk. Another share pot shows up with the food token. Yeah, I guess we could just... We can kill that a lot of different times. Let's dispute the blood. Cool. I could gain the life there. I'm not too worried about that. 1, 2, 3. We'll cast this. Exiles a creature. You keep up the beat stick approach here. In case there's some sort of hasted shenanigans, I'll do that. Ghast is not worth the Unearth there, so we'll chill out. We can hard cast a Snuff Out. I'll just starting to do a lightning bolt a turn in black. Don't think it'll be enough, but might be able to get there. Keep whiffing on Cascade, maybe. Double Disputes in the graveyard. Ooh, Assembler. That doesn't bode well. Great card. It's like the Squadron Hawk for Tron. Tired of Squadron Hawks flying? Want them to be heavier and crush anything they bump into? Then you need more self-assemblers. For only $29.99. There's another one. There's another one. We really need a Crypt Rat. Already got the Toxin. Might be wise to cycle the Unearth here. I'm not gonna. Feeling feisty. I'll just gain the life here. Pass it up. Let's go. Okay, I like that. You insight. No, let's wait. Let's wait. These don't have trample. Let's chill out. Yeah, let's chill. This is the last game already for this match. We got one more game after this. So block. Eviscerator's insight. Maybe even twice. Could double block, do everything on one, but then I want to get insight triggers here, so like this. Just need to find one of our 4 rats. Which is technically an assembly worker. I like it, Dreamer Stingo. Destroy the permanent. Not before I do, sucker. You just spent 7 mana to let me draw cards. Like they say in Willow, he's a fool. Overextend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll do that. We'll hit here. We'll insight again. For this, getting another token back. Treasure. Don't want to use my Snuff Outs yet. There we go. It's about time. You're late to the party. Come on, play another big fatty. Please. Please play a big fatty. No. The fatty's not to be. 1, 2, 3. Boop. Go time. Double Unearth. We have 3 rats in our hand. Well, 2 in our hand. All right. Well, I'll do this now. Because of our opponent, we're going to be paying 4. Not that 1 kills everything. Just keep in mind, I'm doing this just for the sheer life gain advantage. So newer players thinking I'm tapping 4 to do 4. All I need to do is tap 1. This is so I gain like 16 here, 20. Done. Bloop. Now I'm at 37. That feels a lot more doable, especially against all these big fatties. 1 more assembler in hand. We've got Unearth for that, except we're going to have to play it honestly unless another Toxin Analysis shows up. Neat day and age for Pauper when you can have all this draw on both red and black. It doesn't have to be blue anymore. Green with its winding way. Now all it needs is some white to get there, right? Does this have trample? It does not. That's a good news for us. So we'll do this. Gain some life. And don't tell the wife. Here we go. I want to really preserve these Snuff Outs for when I need them in a pinch. Till then, I really want to try to keep gaining some life. That's true, Jernstango. Block here. Double tokens. Treasure. Overextend. There it is. Cool. We're out of the woods. Oh, yeah. That's why you don't pick on a campfire, people. I'll grab Rager. I guess Crypt Rats. That's right, Mind Staff. They're all well said. Took me a minute. I was like, that's right. Not so much a kid anymore. Hey, what do I do here? I guess I just need... Let's just kill this. Make them overextend. We're already at 8. Doesn't really get us there, does it? Do this. Land? All right. Well, I don't want to discard a hand size, so I'll bring out another Campfire. Just call it a day. Yield. 38 life. Not too worried about stuff. Our life is bigger than the rest of our cards. Overextend. He knows I got Crypt Rats. One bad play about the Blood Fountain move. We also know there's a self-assembler in their hand. And we're up on time, so thanks to this chatterbox. It looks like a delicious breakfast. Maelstrom Colossus. Those are too tempting to play. They'll definitely play it next turn. Almost guarantee. We can always look at how awesome our graveyard is as far as card quality. Just put it back in our deck if we draw too many cards, which is a very real thing with 12 dispute effects main. There's a land. Just thinning out our list here. I'll just cast this here. Just try to stay on aggro. We'll attack. Get him back there. I won't even do that. I'll lead off with the Rager. I'm not sure if I'm wild about this play. I played a land. Just making sure. All right. Just want to make sure that they have to keep committing to the board. Not sure how that happened, Mind Stab Throw. Ooh, there's the guard. All right. Note to self, I shouldn't have used the Snuff Outs in that scenario. Targeted removal for when I can steal the Monarch. Of course, Monarch might kill me. Drawing too many cards. I'm only up 4. Wow, that really blows. Okay, we're going to Crypt Rat. That's too much life. I get targeted removal, I'll take down one of them and attack with both, just to maybe steal Monarch. I'm not sure if that's the wisest move. That's why I had Ginger Brute in this list for a little while too. That was a lot of fun. Crypt Rattin'. I think I'm going to chill. Hopes that they play the Colossus out of sequence. Who knows? That's a good quote, ESO. My son made a Zelda Ganon card for today's show. Time got past me. What is this? It's gonna like hurricane me or something. Tapping out for 12. The suspense is building. What is this, Stream of Life or something? Yeah, no on that. Three. I'm gonna do this for 3, so I can eviscerate it while holding down control. I will just eviscerate this instead. Been seeing a lot more of this Hydra. We need an Edict effect quick. Still that self-assembler in their hand. Tempted to trip that Campfire. There's a lot of answers in our graveyard. I think I might do that. We got an Eviscerator's Insight in our hand. We should be alright. Does have trample. That's scary. Land for turn. 2, 3, 4, 5. Insight away. Clue token. Alright. 2, 3. I'll play this. Guess we'll wait again. Yeah, I probably should have just played Rager and then poisoned it. I'm not sure. That's going to be our last Toxin Analysis. Am I correct? One. No, there's one more left. Tempted. How big is it? It's a 12-13. Pretty sweet. This is a horrible move. I guess they can't know that we don't have that out. They put another creature down. I might even wait to get maximum carnage off that. So there's the last assembler of the bunch. I'm going to let this hit. Come on over. A share pot showing up. Probably target the rat here. I was really hoping to get a whole lot more life out of this. They do the pot move. I'll have to consider. Oh, I'll just let it go. We do have Unearth. Yep, I'm just gonna let it go. Like I'm on a gin and tonic too many. We'll gain some life, may be relevant. So we pulled all the lands out of the list. This is what makes Campfire so beautiful. Not all of them, but you know, might actually get quite a bit of value after we use these Unearths up. Right. My hand in my graveyard shows why I call this 8 rat. It's just like too many, too often. Boom, boom, boom. Leave 6 up. Yeah, I like that. Let's do it for that. Oops. This goes here. Or I just go crazy. Let's go crazy. All right, yeah, let's do that for 5. Done. I go to 66. I'll draw a card. The beatings. All right, about time we draw a blade. My goodness. I sure wish that second blade ability sacrificed it, because then Campfire's rate would go really sky high. Okay, who's doing what? There we go. Colossus, please show crop rotation. Ancient Stirrings. Wah, wah. Okay. A forest. Our blade is online. It's Black Mill. Ooh, okay. I mean, we can just natural rat here. Zap for 7. We've got a natural way to kill it with the rat. Nobody ever expects you have this many rats. Just this guy. Vault showing up. We'll keep the mysterious one in our hand. Crypt Rats. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for very obvious reasons. Holding down control, we'll activate. Y'all know where this is going. We're going to do this. Pay 7, say done. In response, we'll kill our own dude because it's dying anyway. Drawing 2 cards. Zap. Boink. If I played a land this turn, I have. Let's gain some life. Let's pass the turn. Let's look at this graveyard. Boom. All right, we're still 2 minutes up. They're thinning their deck even more. They've had the Monarch forever. This deck has a really good win rate about not ever having the Monarch. Just keeps resetting the board, getting hideous life, and letting you draw yourself to death. Not ideal, but it's definitely like a plan C. There's like nothing but bad targets here. I don't know, I guess if he cracks the other one, we might deck ourselves. So let's Campfire no matter what this next turn, just in case he's got another Bumbleflower trick. That'd actually be pretty mean right now. We're up on cards, and we haven't had the Monarch for like 16 turns or something. That's nuts. There's the big boy. Looking over my graveyard. Okay. Boy, he really likes being the Monarch. This is like where the opponent goes like, come on, he can't have another rat, right? Wrong. 2, 3, rat. That'll go to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's activate for 5. Saving our targeted removal. 5. Get them to 20. We'll activate this now. All good stuff going back to our hand. Good times. Would have really been nice to drop the Rager there and be able to take Monarch, but at this stage I want to just let him keep it. It's maddening. You just keep throwing stuff into the fireplace against this list, so I don't blame him. Just got to keep trying. Everything's repeatable now. I didn't think I'd have to take another break, but yeah, this coffee's already getting to me, and this game's been pretty long. Almost go to time here. It's usually when the show's over about now, but we still have a whole nother game to play. Tick-tock. I have to remember if that's Numba. All right. Cool. I think the inevitable was on the wall. All right. We're going to visit WikiBear, one of our classics if you've been watching the show for any length of time, courtesy of the Conan O'Brien show, because I have to go use the restroom. Be back for the last round right after this.
Hello, I'm WikiBear. What's your name?
Conan O'Brien.
Conan Christopher O'Brien, American talk show host who once made an uncredited cameo appearance in an episode of How I Met Your Mother?
Wow. Yeah, that's a kind of an unknown fact. I'm surprised you knew that.
I can answer any question you have. I'm WikiBear.
Okay. All right, here's a question. What children's character has a cat named Custard and a horse named Honey Pie?
Checking now. The answer is Strawberry Shortcake, who actually started out as a greeting card illustration in 1977. Yay!
Wow. I didn't know that. That's very interesting.
You know what's even sweeter than Strawberry Shortcake? The Boston Molasses disaster of 1919. When an exploding storage tank caused 2 million gallons of sweet, sticky molasses to flood the streets and kill more than 20 people and their horses. Giddy up!
Yes, I am aware that did happen. That was a terrible tragedy, but I don't think kids want to hear about that.
Many people tried to flee but became ensnared in the molasses and drowned.
Yeah,
Glug, glug.
I don't think that's something kids want to hear about.
Imagine gasping for air only to have your lungs fill up with thick, sugary syrup. Yum, yum.
No, not yum, yum.
What a sweet, sweet death.
No. Okay, let's change the subject, WikiBear, okay, to something really nice and happy. Who wrote the famous children's book, Good Night Moon?
Margaret Wise Brown wrote Goodnight Moon in 1947. In this classic bedtime story, a little bunny says goodnight to everything he sees in his bedroom. Yay!
Okay, that is absolutely right. My kids love that book.
Conan, you know who didn't have a good night? The late R&B singer Johnny Ace, who back in 1954 accidentally shot himself in the face with his own gun. Kablammy!
Okay, I didn't know about that. No, I didn't.
One witness said Johnny was drunk and playing with his pistol. His last words were, "Gun's not loaded, see?" But
And we're back. Little Crypt Rat there. Oh, the number one. Nice to have you with us, and thanks for the clarity there. Yeah, it looks so similar. He had sent me a list without the gain life guys, and my critique was like, oh, you're definitely going to want to gain life in this metagame over some of the other choices, so I'll have to triple check that. Ha! The two curses in this list are a good example of, I'd just say, secure deck building. People put so much emphasis on the first 60, they don't think to spread stuff out, and that wins some matches that are unwinnable. It's just nice to have it there. Yeah, I want to play first. Bring this down. Some good looking artwork, isn't it? All right, we like this. Keep. In case this is a 2/2 goblin coming at us, I will lead with a swamp so I can snuff it out. Of course, I wouldn't do that in this scenario. I would block it with the ghast and do the thing. Shalamoon! You were watching, yeah. Every once in a while, I'll find some video off the net, and it pertains to Pauper in a very classic sort of way. So, especially when you have too much time on your hands. It's a good example of probably the kind of hand I'm. Okay, there's a rat. Getting there, getting there. We'll probably dispute EOT just to accelerate. We've got all draw here, all draw and all answers. Not many threats. It's not so much we The 2/2 activation, attacking prowess of a Phyrexian Rager isn't much, but when you wrap it up with a kablamo reset of the rats and such, it's good times. I think I'm still going to dispute here. Let's get him one more attack. There's a vault. Let's wait on that land drop just in case. One more damage. And let me do it now. We'll dispute here. Making a token. Drawing some cards. Cool. Lead off with this. Play another one. And we can do it all over again if we need to, especially if a 1-drop shows up. Who knows? Maybe they're on Orzhov Tribe. Let's see you build that. All right. Oh, this is 2 of this for 1 more. Oops. All right. Black. I'll sacrifice this. We'll still get a token. Yay. Weird why you would target that with a cast down, huh? Very weird. That's when I tell that bad dad joke, the Shambling Ghast getting on the phone from the graveyard. He's like, "You'll never guess somebody used a cast down on me. I'm worthwhile." Oh, that's why I wanted to get rid of it. This is one of those decks, eh? Get rid of a Snuff Out. Might regret that, but they probably want to try to bounce that, so we'll play the gas plan again and go for it. Boink. Surely they can't have it again. All right, we'll just do it now. You don't get. Give us 2 more cards. Woo! You want to just keep doing that, don't you? All right. Well, I don't really need this. Waiting to see the Sky Fishers for that Snuff Out. Let's do this. Guess we'll bring out a Campfire. Don't like that, do we? Turn a creature from your graveyard. This is going to be one of those super long games. I hate these. It's the last call here. Waiting for the Skyfisher. I guess I'll get rid of Snuff Out. Blonk. Tempo Man. Or Impatience Man. It's the same. Cool. Do this. Against this list, I'm going to keep my Campfire till EOT. Not worth the rat. We'll hold back. There's that. Missing my Snuff Out. I'll lose the rat here and hope he doesn't have a bog. They do all Campfire. This way we can play rat for 1. Turn off these shenanigans. In theory. And if we draw a land, well, we'll think about that later. We still have 2 Eviscerators Insights in the yard. It feels pretty good. Like that. No reason to let's not do it now. They might even have prismatic here, so I'm just going to blast now. 3. Now we're hellbent. We could throw all our stuff back in our hand. Might not be the worst move. A Shambling Ghast really have refurbished number, but I mean, it's just an all upside card. There's even talk on the podcast I was listening to, people wanting to ban it. Not quite sure. A little worried about our yard getting attacked, but I'll gain the life. Let's see if they got it. Looks like we got them maybe drawing on answers here. I think inciting here is probably the best play. 3, 4, 5. Let's do it. I'll throw out this. Bye-bye, Tithing Blade. Okay, there goes Fumes. I'm worried about another Skyfisher, yard. In the end, this is like a graveyard list, so I'll just bring in a bunch of spell bombs and try to counteract this bouncy shenanigans. Ain't your life. You'll do the turn. It's gonna be a long one. Omen showing up, making me discard stuff. Doing the thing. Doing multiple things. No, that really hurts. I don't like that at all. Game plan destroyed. Omen in hand. That sucks. Maybe Pilfer too. Right. Bloop. Bring this out. Well, we'll get there with life, eh? Doing the thing. Say bye-bye to rats. Don't think this card's worth being killed. There's the Omen. Bring him back. The thing. How are we down on time? They're doing all the clicking. Sadistically at this stage. I think we'll make them worry about our artifacts. Maybe make them overboard games 2, if not 3. Laugh all the way to the bank. I don't know. Refurbished Familiar. Yeah. This is another thing I was thinking of. Maybe a 1-1 split with the having access to at least one relic style thing. Yeah, I used to play the Libation. And by showing up. Campfire play might be the way to roll here. Stay hellbent if I can. Ooh, that's kind of pretty, huh? Let's, I'm going to just discard that anyway, so let's turn it into a draw spell and a dead Skyfisher. Doing the thing. All right. Interesting play. I still get a draw effect out of the deal. I want to do right now. Okay. Do I want to just let them do that? Well, I could. I'm not going to. I was expecting to trip the rat there. I think this is better to discard than to sit around on. So, and I'm not going to trip this for just a Crypt Rat, so I'll just gain 4 life. There we go. Taking no damage with the Campfire Love. I got him at 11. Given it doesn't feel like we're winning. One Unearth away from having a lot of fun. Might have Prismatic. I'll just make sure to hold down control. There we go. That's why I didn't want to let him draw. I'd rather give him a swamp. There you go. They're delicious. Oh, that kind of hurts a little bit. All right. Our exiled yard is getting pretty big here. We've only got 2 rats left. 2 rats, 2 toxins. It's a good ratio to run. Going to lose Campfire in the next game for sure. I'm happy to trade here. I'll keep the mystery card available. We trade here. I stay even with life on Campfire. Right now I'm losing 2 a turn, but so are they. Boom, boom. This says each opponent sacrifice craft. Exile this artifact and exile a creature you control. Creature card from a grave or yeah, I always forget you can exile a creature, but I didn't remember if it was double exile or if it wanted you to the first time the ability where you sacrifice your own creature. I thought that might have been it, but it isn't. Ooh, this game's gonna go long. Feels like the 4th bog that's hit us. Oh, that's not good. That suggests they have another Omen or an Auramancer. I've always loved this style. I just hate playing it on a stream. It's like 3 hours later, we won 1 game. It does feel pretty inevitable, though. All right. There's a good Sepulchre fuel. The clock. Maybe I bring in all the Campfires. It doesn't seem to be able to do too much against consistent life gain. Force them to throw down and 3. Get a little of our life eaten back here. Bonk. Huh. That's interesting. Do I wait for them to mess with stuff? No, not when they're hellbent. Let me get rid of this. Draw some more cards here. Oops. We'll draw another card here. Let's gain some life. All right. That's for a turn. They don't want to trade their valuable flyers for these silly little Metathran killers. Just going to yield here. Good luck. The clock is turning. They're playing great. Come on, Crypt Rat. 2 can't keep up with 4 if we get a Crypt Rat here. Blood Fountain helps. Let's play that out. Discarding this. All right. There's a Blade of our own. That helps a little bit. We'll keep this back so that they sacrifice stuff so that we discard a swamp. Stage, don't really care too much about that. Start transforming our own blades, maybe pull even. I like that Rager in the yard, but I've already seen double bog. I haven't seen any Karoo lands here. Bouncing Persuasion. Now what's going to be really good here is the Curse. It's a lot of life gaining. I think I'll keep the 2 Campfires, maybe add 3 Curses. Really need a rat here. Come on, rat. Not what I needed. Can't block there. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I just run into that and draw another card? I think we're sunk here, guys. play one of these. Gain 4. I'm going to attack. Make him think I got a Toxin or something. Might get in a free 2. If we don't, we can trip the fountain. At least we got another draw 2 play. We do not. They don't fall for it. Okay. Well, we don't have much mana to do with anything, so we might as well do something with it. Oh, maybe I can do that. Bloop. Slipping away quickly. Troll's a really nice addition to that style of list. Fix it early. Shut the door against annoying life gainers like me. Look at our exiled zone. My goodness. What a wallop. 10. Crunch. Glad they're not playing Crypt Rat. Aha. Back at ya. Yeah, that doesn't help right now. All right. Conceit. We'll go to see what's next. Did have the curses there. All right. A lot of anti stuff going on there. I like keeping the 2 and 2. I think I'll keep that there. The Ghast was huge. Blood Fountain not so much. Probably lose a Rager. 2 more cards. 1 insight. I guess 1 Unearth. So I can get rid of the yard. I've got a little bit of curse, got a little bit of life gain. If they pick on artifacts, it's not going to hurt too bad. Dawnbringer Cleric would be good. I'm thinking really like to see more of that. Get rid of 1 Snuff Out and bring in 3 curses. Let's try that out. Just mix it up. A little bit of everything. Whoop. Decks are very similar in speed. Cape. Not to be dishonest, the curse is why I kept this hand early and often. Let's go. Hopefully I don't get duressed, because I'll have a whole pick of the litter. Oh, I'm out of here after this game too. Mind Step Throw. You guys all have a Merry Christmas. If I don't play or see any of you, I probably won't play very much because my mom's in town only for a few days. Till right after the holidays, and then boom. I'm going to stay away from that vault until I have to play it. Second turn curse is a beautiful thing. It's not much worse than a second turn curse. Not a problem, Mindstab. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully I'll catch you on Tuesday. Feel free to send the link here in the chat so people don't miss out on it. Yeah, Tuesday afternoons. At least here. Oh boy, I kept a 1-lander, eh? Goliath Paladin, eh? All right. Well, there's that. I guess I'll do this. Can't really make good on this. You know what? With this kind of a start, I'm going to do this right now. We'll do our own vault. Fine. That's fine. All right. Let's go. Problem with playing kind of a slow prodding inevitable deck like we are. We can't really get off the fast jump starts if people keep a bad keep, you know. Keep a bad keep. I guess we'll play our only threat that we've got. Crypt Rat. What happened to their hand? Oh, that's right. Yep, just that Mind Stab Throw. This feels bad. I'm not able to really do too much with this huge advantage we've got here. Let's get rid of the treasure token. Draw land. Well, at least we can react to the death of a rat. We're ready to kill anything that moves. Problem is we're doing so at a molasses pace. Come on, show me some graveyard hate. Snuff Out, not bad. Not the greatest. Oh, man, I almost want a Tithing Blade just to kill it. I should have Toxin Analysis my rat there, just so I had a card to kill, but whatever. Yeah, I know, 18 turn clock. Wonder why they're not tripping that. All right, we're going to do this. Should have done that main inside it. Boy, I'm glad we're doing all this stuff because drawing pretty dead. I don't know where our Spellbomb's hiding. That helps a lot. Let's bring out this. Play this. Attack here. One side EOT on the Shambling Ghast. This is shameful that we haven't been able to do much more than this, right? Do this now. Get a token. All right. God, our deck is just drawing so dead. It's like, here's everything you don't want. And a whole lot of it. In case they brought in Ashes to Ashes. It's a pretty big if. We can flash back Eviscerator's Insight now. There's that. We'll probably target the token this time. So we do know they like to do the thing with the Refurbished Familiar. The Flying Love Seat of Pauper. Okay, there we are. Hopefully that'll catch on. The Flying Love Seat of Pauper. Well, this kind of blows. I'll sacrifice this. We lose 2 Eviscerators. Most our creatures that matter are still here, though. We've got a handful of Feels Like Christmas. There we go. Boom. Boom. Oh, hey. Boom. Attack. Don't mind this. Doing fire blast damage each turn. I'll just Tithing Blade it. You might dispute it in response. Or not. There we go. Attacking. Okay. There it is again. The problem child's back in all new adventures. Hey, sounds good in Chimpskey. That's unfortunate. All right. It's gone. What, they got another bog? Skyfisher. Bringing back the bog. Doing the thing. They know what we're up to, Governor. That's all right. Yep. Might as well do the thing. Dun, ba, dun, 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 dun. Attack! Yeah. 'Cause it works. Let's do this now. Okay. No shenanigans for you. Another blade. Crunch. Munch. I'll leave a... Yeah, we'll just draw maybe. I don't know. Game 3, I think. Snuff Out. Bringing back that. Campfire. Here for your Penguin Wrangler. I'll wear the Jester's cap for the last little bit. I know you missed the top, so just in case you don't get onto it. That way you get both the Christmassy and the jackassery. That's a word. All right. Sure. Let's do that. Shutting the door. Tithing Blade. Attack. If you play a card, you lose. All right, last game. Not of the year. Second to last. Ooh, these just aren't feeling that good. I'd be happy to go down to 2 of those. Maybe even just 1. You know, I'm going to take out all of these. I'm going to bring in the 3 debts just so this can actually grab Omen too. And it'll just, it's not like they've got little tokens. I mean, other than Thraben Inspector, that'll be a bit of a pain if that gets chosen. But if that happens, I've lost. I think we're pretty good. Keep this little plan going. Let's put a swamp between the Deadly Disputes because that always works. Nope, no little fight today. He's probably off doing some D&D adventure. It's good to see him on the Pauper Classic Tuesdays, though. We got a rat, we got a campfire. We'll make him overextend, I guess, is the theory on this hand. Knowing that we got it, unless a bunch of familiars show up. The flying sofas. The flying love seats of Pauper. I'm trying to get that to catch on. All right, Jester's cap here. Let's go. Hey, that's a good start. Woo, love that. Best first turn play of this list. All right, we get acceleration. Dun, dun, dun. Cool. I'm going to hold on this just because we can EOT Dispute or Debt. Something like a Skyfisher shows up, I'll sack the token and we'll Debt Takami to just eviscerate it from the universe, from the multiverse. There we go. I said I'd do it. I'm going to do it. Should I just wait? I don't know why I have to do it right now. Yeah, why don't I just Deadly Dispute now? It's a lot better play. That's a really good example of getting stuck in like a lane in your brain, like, and then you don't see the other possibilities. Guilty of that sometimes. We just get a free token here, or not free. I mean, it just does the thing. Cool. Combo's online. Now we can just hard cast it and feel good about ourselves. Cool, cool. 1, 2, 3. Debt Takami. Hi. So creature they control. Yes, you opponent. You do it. play out this in case they got some sort of duress effect. Dust to Dust have to choose their own den to get rid of our Campfire. Okay, I was hoping they would waste turns getting rid of one for ones, but might come back to bite us. We'll see. 9 minutes to 12. Uh-oh, I'm losing on time too. Shoot. That's a bummer. Probably Toxin Analysis, the Inspector. Right. By probably, I mean we will. Bloop. Draw. Spellbomb. Good to go. Toxin Analysis. That's a lot of card. Game 3. They won, then we won. Uh-oh. Looks like they're going to win. So one little thing I've always liked to fix in this list is something like a brute, ginger brute. I always say brute squad, but get out of this sort of scenario. Pump, 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 pump. Crypt Rat. Stop advancing immediately. Hopefully I get to untap with it. Probably not. 6 damage. I want to just gain a lot more life here. I can still trip it if I need to, but yeah, alright. They get 6 free damage. That really blows. Unless they have something that interact with it like right now. Done. How much do they have prismatic strands? We might lose on time, or just overwhelming card advantage here. Cast the thing. Let's go. Can gain a whole lot of life here, which I think I'll do regardless of just about anything happening. Get another clue token. Alright, this isn't ideal. We're going to hit this. I'm just going to blast for 4 here. Pop! Remember, Crypt Rats targets people too. Five life. Yeah, I know, exploding. It's like corpse explosion for a rat. The old Diablo players. Remember when Diablo 2 came out? Yes, I played the original Diablo, and then when Diablo 2 came out, corpse explosion was so overpowered. It wasn't even fun. It was like there was no reason to play anything else. Okay, we really need to find a edict effect here. All that life's not going to do too much. Draw. Cool. Edict. Play. Depends if the familiar shows up. Let's see what we do here. It's pretty damn hard to keep up with that. I mean, we can keep wrathing, but we've got to keep drawing it too. Gonna hold that Spellbomb back. Really like to see that revoke existence. Much better than seeing like a Skyfisher or something. Okay, I guess they're bringing back the blade. Nope, Limbus. All right. Oh yeah, that's a much better point. Man, that blows. Not much we can do here. Let's draw. Okay. Bye-bye. Graveyard. How many rats did we lose? One? Just one. One rat, 1 yard. Gotcha. I'll trip this EOT. Say yes. Get a card we don't need. Doesn't look like the deck's liking us at the later stages here. We'll leave that for the Flying Love Seat to grab. Yep, try to curse Marauder. Love the blade. That non-token clause they put in that is really nice. That's always been frustrating when you played the old Fleshbag Marauder. What's up with Marauders? They just want everybody to sacrifice, right? Hey, Flying Love Seat works just like a charm. I don't need it. Go ahead and have it. I don't think we're going to pull this one off, guys. And it turned into like a Flying Love Sofa. A big old Crypt Rat. Hiya. I need some cards. Okay, there's a card. Cycle. Cool. Dispute. Look at the flexibility on display for everyone. Hey, missing a graveyard? Start from 1 turn and fill it up. Threshold's got nothing on us. It's one time I really wish that was an Eviscerator's Insight over a Deadly Dispute. You'd like to see disputes early, insights mid to late. Take him 5 a turn. Not much to learn. We're the victim of the mob, I tell you. The Undercity's got our number, see? Cash money. Yeah, let's see a bounce your familiar now. Jingle bells, jingle bells. Bum, 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 ba-dum. Don't be a land, it's a land. Keep the mystery card in hand. Jester bells, yeah. So y'all won't be seeing the Tree of Tales commercial or the Elf on the Shelf Naya's Restaurant spoof commercials that I cut for about 11 more months. Start them usually in late November again. Try to use them twice in 2 months, and then they sit collecting dust the rest of the year. Made a little note to myself not to do any more holiday ones because I spend too much time on these commercials to just be able to use them here and there. I mean, I guess there's nothing against the rules of playing them in the middle of summer. It just feels a little disingenuous. So, all right. Well, this makes a bit more sense. Let's count on the resources we already have. Leave as many out as we can. That's pretty cool. Oh, we can get there. Not by much. Woo! 2, 3, 4. 4? Somebody say 4. That'll be just enough to kill the stuff. Make sure X is 4. It is. Boop. Holding down control. Sacrifice it. Doing the thing. Drawing some more cards. All right. Yowza. Sure, we'll play this. This is a fugitive wizard. No, what's a 3 mana 1/1 that's horrible with no abilities. Can't even think of any. No, that one has an ability. All the ones I know have an ability. I forgot about it was on that. Well done, Mind Stone. All right. So we go 3-2 on the day. Really recommend this list if you just go into like a metagame and you're wanting to win, but you have no idea what you're walking into, because the majority of people have to pick on something. Trying to think of oh yeah, we got to do the old "What would you learn" segment here. I believe it's wait, no, it's well, we didn't see much metagame as far as like brood scale lists, which is why the Trespasser's Curse is there, and for fairies and the like. I do like this little split up here. Always like the 4. Whenever I go to 3, I always live to regret it. Yeah, there's just not much room to move here. Be very careful. I highly recommend you keep this at 20. Every time I go to 19, I'm doing really bad magic just to kind of get out of that tempo and get that extra land out. So main deck, probably not another. I really like access to all these spell bombs and the extra these, and these. This might be maybe able to cut 1 or 2 of these. I'm not sure, but so far so good. I've been playing this list as is for about a week now, and really, really liking the results. Don't let the 3-2 record throw you off. Like I said, I was one less drink away from easily sleepwalking my way to victory in the Pauper Classic thing, and won in paper on this too about 2 weeks ago. So just been kind of my deck of the month. This is one I'm known for, 8 Rat, and one of these days I'll take it to a challenge and bring home the bacon, but wasn't this last weekend. Anyway, y'all have a wonderful Christmas. Thank you to named Chimpskey and Will / I always forget Will's used a Dreamer Stango. Penguin Wrangler. Hopefully you catch the top of the show with the first hat, which was this thing, but it was hard to see coming up, so I gave you 2 hats. Anyway, y'all have a great time. We'll see you the same time, same place next week for the last show of the year. And then we'll start going into year 10 for PauperRBust, or approach, I should say year 9, but it'll round out there, here and there. So, and I probably, hats off, Jaboozy. I probably won't be online as much as I usually am, but I'm sure I'll tinker around here or there. Till then, everybody, we're going to go out on the old playmats. We'll see you next week. Adios and Merry Christmas.
Attention Propaganda Nights, show your love of all things Papa with our ultra deluxe playmats. And true to our Papa roots, the glorious artwork is 100% free.
Trying to give these guys everything they can get. I mean, that's it.
Just send an email to propaganda@gmail.com with the subject 1, 2, or 3, and we'll send you the playmat file for free.
I gotta read it again because my mind is just a piece of shit this morning.
Just visit yourplaymat.com. Custom sleeves available too. Use code PAUPERRBUST10YP.